Hello, let's see if that's going to go. And I have my stupid retainers in because I have not been wearing them as I should, so sorry. I'll try to keep them in for a little bit, okay? And hopefully it's not too annoying. Okay. Let's see. So cold here today. And even where Lisa D was, it was so freaking cold. Let me see here now. I'm trying to get to the video. There is a new trial coming up. I said to you guys this afternoon, and I'll just tell you a little bit about it. It's about this husband, and he's no spring chicken. And I think he was married 22 years. And he ended up killing his girlfriend so his wife wouldn't find out. Allegedly. It's, the trial's going to be about allegedly. But that is the next trial. So I will take a look at what that's about there. And I believe it was in, what I want to say, what do I want to say, the Midwest? I'll have to look. I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember exactly where it is. And when it's starting. I don't know if it's, well, let's see when it's starting. But let's see here. Okay. So let me just pop in our tags. Davita got her happy mail up from Lisa D and Scooter, and was there somebody else? There was somebody else, wasn't there, Davita? There was Scooter? No? I think there is another person. 3 lovely ladies. I know there's 3 lovely ladies. Why can't I think of the other one? She got the same towel that Scooter gave me, and she got the same candies that Scooter gave me, and she got Betty. And then she got the Kewpie from Lisa D. But there was something else. Oh gosh, I can't think of it. And I don't know why it's making me make a... No, I don't want to get thumbnail. Yeah, I can't think of it. And I can't see your names either, so I just have to get back to the chat here. It's been a crazy day. It's Friday, though. All right, let's see. Oh, and tomorrow, what is it? Tomorrow, Scott Peterson, or I think it's tomorrow, Scott Peterson, isn't it? On 2020. So be sure and check that out. I think that's new. I don't think it's the same. I'll have to check it out. About his trial and what's going to happen, because that'll be something. Okay. All right, let me get back to this. And hi, Kathy, Isabel. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Amanda, Sean, AJ Vintage, Nora, Sandra. Hi. Let's see, Larky, Kathy, GB. Hey, GB. You're not number 1. You didn't make it in here first, or maybe you did. I don't know. Karen H, Elizabeth. Let's see. Norma May, Miss Mary, Dina, Larky, Carla. Hi, Carla. Susie B, Tam Lynn, Holly, and let's see here. Your heart is full. Thank you, Mama and Sandy. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Amanda. I just read about it since it's... Oh, it's in your home state, Susie? You're talking about the new trial? Okay. Well, we'll take a look at it. Hi, Elizabeth F. And let's see, Janet Bailey, Peggy K, American Girl, Anne Simone, Dylan Flynn. Wow, you're making an appearance? Good to see you, Dylan. Maribel, Snow Remover. Okay, so where's our honorary the two people that won the wrenches last night? Where's Moo and Alma? They're already slacking off. Hi, Barbara, Monica. Okay, so it was 80 degrees yesterday in Houston. Well, you're very lucky because it was like below, it was in the teens this morning here. It's horrible, raw, disgusting day. There's going to be a lot of rain Saturday night. Jimmy had to take down that wind thing because it was so freaking windy. Okay. I'm going to, hold on a minute. Okay. So I know that I put it here, let's see. Jimmy has the heat so freaking high. Here we go. Okay. So it's a man that's living a double life is set to stand trial in the shooting death of his fiancée. It's Missouri. Missouri. Missouri is fast and becoming, really on the radar there. Missouri man living a double life is going to stand trial for the shooting death of his bride-to-be. James Addy, age 54, is accused of killing 35-year-old Molly Watson 2 days before their impending vows in April of 2018. Investigators say Addy, who was married to another woman at the time, murdered Watson to hide his affair from his wife of 22 years. So he was still married to this other woman his wife for 22 years and was 2 days away from getting married to a 35-year-old woman. And so his best course of action was to shoot and kill the 35-year-old in order to keep his wife from finding out about this. And how did that work out for you, Mr. James Addy? It didn't work out so well because he's going on trial for the murder. Let's see. Addy and Watson were reportedly romantically involved for 7 years before their April 29th wedding date. And Molly Watson's body was discovered on April 27th near a creek bed in the rural area of Monroe County. Prosecutors said she died from a gunshot wound to the head. Now, authorities narrowed Addy in after a witness who found Molly's body told him that they had an unusual conversation with a man by the creek. Addy's home revealed a 2000 Mercury Sable that matched tire tracks around the scene. So that trial is due to begin. When is that happening? Let me see. So that's crazy, isn't it? And this guy is no great looker, okay? Let me see if I can get you a picture of this guy. But oh my gosh, my keyboard is going crazy. It's a mind of its own. Okay, so here we go. It's this guy. And he was going with the other woman for 7 years. For 7 years, his wife didn't know. And crazy, isn't it? So when is this trial starting? I wonder when it starts. Let's see. And this is James Addy. Let's see. Oh, so internet postings showed that James and Molly planned an April 29th, 2018 wedding at Stony Creek Hotel and Conference Center in Columbia. However, that could never be possible because Addy was still married to his wife of 22 years. His wife had no idea, absolutely none, that the two were involved. I got myself into something I shouldn't have, Addy is alleged to have told investigators when he was questioned. His wife has since divorced him. So you see how silly this whole thing is? The wife divorced him anyway. If he had told her, he could be having a life with the other, it's so crazy. These guys with these decisions, they're really, nuts. But anyway, when does this start? Do you know who's the, when does this start? Why can't I get a start date on this? Keep saying the trial's starting, but I don't have a start date. I know that it's coming up. Let me just say. They're due to start jury selection, so yeah, it starts Friday. So if it says it starts Friday, is that? Let me see if it's tomorrow. Yeah, okay. It starts Friday, tomorrow. Today, and then yesterday was Earth Day, right? Yesterday was Earth Day. So hopefully you got that. And oh, Just Sunspear. We've got to have the haters. The haters make you famous. Don't you know that? All the best YouTubers have haters. We love them. Because you know why? They give us more views and more, they interact with us. They hit those, whether they're thumbs up, thumbs down, it's interaction. It gets you in the algorithm. So they're doing us a favor. They just don't know it. Okay, so I'm going to take the retainers out because they're driving me nuts, and they must be driving you nuts too. The aligners. I'm sorry, not retainers. I'll be right there. Hold on, I'll just be right back. I can't take them because I can only take them for so long. It's like, no. If I'm not talking, it's one thing, but I'm always talking. I'll show you what I made today. That's going to be in a video. Okay. The camera was driving me nuts, but I did. I'm going to do that bathroom reveal that Jimmy fixed the light on. I'm going to finally get everything up in there that should be. I told you I'm doing it in a nautical a nautical boat theme. But there was, so what I did yesterday, you know, we did the little whale and we put the welcome because that's going to go on there. And then I had this little thing, so I took the thing and put lake on that. I'm going to put flowers or something in that in the on the windowsill or something. And then, remember this? And it was, and it said ocean. Remember it said gone to the ocean? Well, I took it and I put, you can't see it, this is like a wood paper I put on it. And then, of course, lake. And the 19 in the sail, you know what the 19 is for, right? So I thought, you know, because like racing sails have numbers. And so it says gone to the lake 19. So I'm going to put that up. But I did DIY that sign and change it because it was a beach sign and I needed a lake sign there. Okay, and snow remover doesn't like hate. You don't like hate, snow remover? Yeah, I think you should all have some wet nuts. Wait for the signature edition Mommy Ramblings. Where is Kristen? Kristen, when is the signature edition Mommy Ramblings Mason jar coming out? Please let us know. Hi, Nana T. Hi, Nana Patty. Hi, Lisa H. Hi, Tammy. Let me put the number in Slack. Let's see. I gotta move us over here because we have trolls that try to get the number if I do that. And then they call in and try to show their tiny little things. We don't need to see that. Did you know Davida was hiding the little Cupid doll that Lisa sent her? She didn't want it to eat that little tiny little thing, Davida. Nobody could even barely see anything. Okay, I'm putting the number in Slack. Where's Moo of 2? Moo of 2, where are you? Hi, the chatterbox. Okay, so Connor Lyons. Connor Lyons, you deserve hate the most? Why is that, Connor? I've never seen you here, but are you a hateful person, or why do you deserve the hate? Connor. And there's Cubert. Hi, Cubert. Did we turn you from a hater into a lover, Cubert? And she, hi. Mommy Ramblings is Court TV covering that case. Yes, yes. And I'm sure the other one will cover it too, right? Law and Crime Network. Hi, Tammy. Yes. Where is Moo? Because I've got a package going out for her, but I need her name, not just Moo too. It's not flying. Yeah, I've got to get something out too to her. I'm so bad with packages. 90 in South Florida, Maribel. You hear the wind chimes? It's windy. It's windy out. There's snow. Oh my gosh, there is snow. There's a dusting of snow out on the deck now. That's great. Wonderful. Literally sticking there, probably 1/4 of an inch of snow. Lovely. Well, probably the last time this year, right? Not this year, no, because we got November, and what am I talking about this year? This season. For spring, let's hope. I miss this guy's name. What is it, Connor? Oh, that guy, James Addy. And that's funny, I have a friend, I think her father's name is James Addy, but the Addy is spelled a different way. So what about this Connor guy Connor Lyons that deserves all this hate? Connor, why do you deserve the hate? Hi, Rose Gold. Snow in April? Yeah. That's spring in New York for you. 30 degrees, yeah. AJ Vintage knows. You have any snow up there, AJ Vintage? I'm totally telling you the truth, Antimone. I would not lie to you. I would not lie to you. Totally telling you the truth. And a Patty. Hi, sorry. How are you feeling? You had snow in St. Louis 2 days ago, but it's going to be sunny tomorrow. It better be I think it's going to be at least in the 60s, so it better be. You got an inch of snow last night, AJ said. Yeah. You don't have any snow right now, AJ? We've got about at least quarter of an inch at least on there. Not Law and Order, Maribel. Law and Crime Network. They cover trials. Hi, Holly Davina. Hi, Kimberly Mays. Kimberly, I always ask you, but you're not that girl that got switched at birth, right? You're not that Kimberly Mays, are you? You remember that story with Kimberly Mays and Arletta Twigg? And Arletta, sadly, how did that work again? Arletta was, okay, so what they think happened in a Florida hospital, I have the book somewhere, because I was interested in stuff like that, switch babies. But apparently, Kimberly Mays' parents, they might have had some connections or something, and the wife took a long time to get pregnant. I think she had fertility treatments, and they were going to the hospital, and so were Mr. and Mrs. Twigg. And Mr. and Mrs. Twigg were not that financially well off, and they had a lot of kids. They took good care of them, but they had a lot of kids. And when they were in the hospital, what's thought to have happened was that Kimberly Mays was born, the real Kimberly Mays, and she was sickly, right? So doctor did a favor and took the sickly baby and switched it with the Twiggs baby. And then, so you have the Mays that went home with what they thought was Kimberly Mays, but really was Arletta Twigg. And the Twiggs went home with who they thought was Arletta, but was really Kimberly Mays. And this Arletta Kimberly Mays got very, very ill. And she ended up passing away at like 9 or 10 years old, right? And then at some point, I think it was before she even passed away, they found that this could not be your daughter, Kimberly. Are you that Kimberly Mays? I mean, people must ask you that all the time with that name. You're not that Kimberly Mays. I ask you every time, and I never see your answer though. If you are, I tell you jump up, because I was trying to find Mary Beth Whitehead and get her on and find out what she's doing, because I was. That whole thing happened right before I had my daughter, with Mary Beth Whitehead running off to Florida with the baby and stuff. Oh, you're not that Kimberly Mays. Do people ask you that a lot? Probably, right? I wonder what she is doing now, Kimberly. Well, we have to remember that Kimberly Mays is no longer alive, but the person that thinks she is Kimberly Mays is alive. Your married name is Mays? That's weird, right? Different spelling. Okay. So anyway, then you know what happens, right? So this Arletta dies. It can't be. Then the Twigs say, well, where is our daughter? We want to find our daughter. And by this time now, there's another tragedy struck the Mays family, is that the mother, I think she got ovarian cancer, and she passed away very early on. The little girl was only a few years old, right? Very weird, isn't it? And so then there was a big hullabaloo, because the father didn't want, he didn't want to lose the daughter that he thought was his, or he could have been involved in. I don't remember who was involved in the switcher. And but then the Twigs, that was really their daughter. And I don't know, it was just a mess all around. And then you have that Mary Beth Whitehead. She was married to the sanitation worker, and she wanted to be a... Well, Jo Beth Williams really played that very well. But I would like to interview the real Mary Beth Whitehead. Someone was going to find her for me last year, but they never did. Bob got remarried. Yeah, but did he ever have kids? Where did Kimberly ever... He got remarried and divorced? He seemed a little bit like a narcissist. He did. I know I hate to use that word constantly, but that or a jerk. No. You watched a movie called Dead Silence. What was that? And remember the one where the surrogate, another true story, was, you remember the case, but it's amazing how you remember names. I'm pretty good like that. And I really, I'm telling you, if it's a case that I was invested in, and I can remember almost everything about that case, like I remember like where I was when Mary Beth Whitehead, and I remember seeing it all over like the Star magazine and stuff. The Twigs got divorced? Wow, I wouldn't picture that. Really? Wow. Hi, Star Marie. But I can picture certain things, and I think if it's at a time when you're either having a baby or something, it really sticks with you, and that's what this Mary Beth Whitehead thing. I was pregnant when Mary Beth started doing all this stuff, and then that was like throughout the whole year. And then what was I going to say? And with the Kimberly Mays thing, that was a Lifetime movie and everything. So I don't know. I liked watching stuff like that, you know? Yeah. And then there was that other one that they made into a movie, another true story, where this woman said she would be a surrogate mother for this very wealthy couple. The guy only wanted one child. I don't even think he wanted any child, but he wanted a girl. Had to be a girl. And so the woman gets pregnant, and she finds out she's carrying twins. And she thinks they're going to be really thrilled. But he wasn't thrilled. And it was a girl and a boy. And she thought, oh, wow, this is going to be wonderful. You can remember lyrics from 80 songs, but you can't remember why you walked into the kitchen. Hold on. Hold on. How old do you think Mary Beth is now? Mary Beth, okay, I think she was 29 back then, and that's got to be at least 30 years. She's probably in her very early 60s. Why? Can you get a hold of her? Oh, Robin Lane. So anyway, then the father said, no. I don't want that boy. And then the surrogate mother said, because they were her eggs. They were using her eggs as well, I believe. They were her eggs. So she was more than just the surrogate. She was also the biological mother. And she's like, no way. If you're not going to take both babies, because right away the husband was like, well, what the freak? Her husband, the biological mother and the surrogate or whatever. So it goes that she's going to take the boy back. But then when she's thinking about that, she just got really upset. Like, how are you just going to take the girl, and the boy's going to have all these problems that, look, nobody wanted him. And so she fought and she won. She got both babies back. Yep. I wonder how that marriage is doing. You know? Lady Jenny. I think it's your first time here and you're already calling me sweetheart? You got off. That escalated quickly, didn't it? Lady Jenny? Hi, Sapphire. Jessica, baby fell in the well. Yes. I remember that one clearly as well. That really affected me because that was one of the first things. And when you become a mother, all of those things affect you very differently than you could believe once you've had a baby. They really do. It changes you. Yeah, that was one of the baby Jessica McClure. Fell down the well. And like every night you'd watch on the news and they'd get closer and closer. And I remember that the firefighter said, she's getting ripe because I guess the baby had a really dirty diaper and it kind of really stunk. So, yeah, he carried her up, and remember she came up on that board all wrapped up. But she was good. She was good. She had that big scrape or something on her head, but yeah. Yeah, wow, the baby in the well. Baby Jessica. Yep. And then there was like another switched, there was a few switched at birth cases. There was one with 2 little boys. And then there was one, I don't know if it was a TV movie. They're like, oh, and remember Baby Jessica? Remember that one? That was a People magazine, and the people were from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Remember that one? And it was in People magazine. Oh, I felt really bad because the guy was like, oh, every toy I'm putting away has a tear on it. She stayed with them for like 2 years. But that was Baby Jessica too? Baby Jessica was in the well, but then there was the little girl from Ann Arbor. Right? And then Baby M was the one. I remember when they pulled... Yeah, so do I. Yep. When they pulled her out. Uh-huh. Yeah. Michelle, hello there. Hi, Donna Griggs. Sweet Crazy Brown. That was the baby in the well. What else? Hi, Tracy W. The number is in Slack, you know. The number's in Slack. 10th Angel said she was going to come on and show us something if I came on. But I don't know if she went to sleep. You were a twin. You were left at a church saw. I was a twin. I was left at a church. Do you mean pew? Where? In the United States, the chatterbox? Baby Lisa? You mean Lisa Steinberg or Baby Lisa? What about the girl that was kidnapped at birth and found out? Which girl? Which girl? Oh, I know what you mean. Was it at birth? The girl, they had a movie about it. It was someone was in the hospital or something, right? Some lady that was like a nurse or something, and then took the baby. Yeah, that one. Can't remember what her. I think her name began with a T or something, didn't it? Yeah, Justin, that wasn't true. But I do remember that. You just stopped by, Cubert? You got to go do some computer work? Okay, have a good night, Cubert. Baby Lisa went missing. Baby Lisa. Was she found? Clarissa White. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right here, Carolyn. I've got a Happy Meal from Lisa D. Oh, a Happy Meal? And I have a bowl to open. Oh, you'll be right there. Okay. Cubert. Yep. Hi, Nana times 3. Recently, I saw a nurse was about to pass away, and she let everyone know that she switched babies. Really, Star Marie? In what hospital? Your mom left you at a church because the preacher wanted you. She didn't. She was. So, wait a minute. But did she leave both of you there? Both twins there, Chatterbox? She didn't. Preacher wanted me. She didn't. She was starving me. Well, that's good. You went to somebody that wanted you. You didn't want to be starved. But did she leave your sister there too? She pretended to be a nurse. She walked in and took this lady's baby, saying that it needed testing to be done. And then when the baby turned 18 and she wanted to get a job, she needed her Social Security. Okay. Star Marie needs to find that article. Okay. You find that article. Irwin not found. Baby Lisa. And that's when the lady told her. I'm trying to go over there. I wonder where, but the other baby in Ann Arbor, her name was baby Jessica too, though. I know it was. Because Jessica was a very common name back then. It was like Ashley. The baby Jessica case, yep. See, and I remember this like it was yesterday. Let's see. So, wow, look at this. There's actual updates on this case. Do you remember this case? So let's see what's going on. The Ann Arbor couple that gained national attention after the adoption of baby Jessica said they planned to remarry more than a year after they divorced. Now, this is back in 2001. So Jan and Roberta DeBoer said in a statement released Friday by Hear My Voice, a child advocacy group founded by the couple, that their love and commitment to each other carried them through a hard time. These are the two that lost the baby. So in October of 99, the couple divorced, saying the strain of a 2.5-year custody battle was too much for their 17-year marriage. In August of 93, the little girl they called Jessica was returned to her Iowa birth parents, Dan and Kara Schmidt. Now, see, August of 93, because I had just had a baby in 90. Okay. Jessica, who turns 10, this was back, this update is 2001, will be renamed Anna. Roberta DeBoer wrote a book about the drama. I'd like to read that. I haven't read that. And then the Schmidts divorced at about the same times of the divorce. The couple has joint custody, but Anna and another daughter, Chloe, live with the father, Dan Schmidt. Okay, then the next update is baby Jessica's dad is in trouble. He can't work, pay bills. He may lose his kids. Now, this is her biological father. Then hit some hard times. And he said, if something doesn't happen, my kids will go to her, meaning the biological mother, because I can't afford to keep them. Then 2003 was another update. It said a child's life shows folly of adults and media. The girl millions remembers baby Jessica turned 12. And let's see what's going on. A father's lesson. Dan Schmidt's bitterness towards the news that made him and Kara national pariahs isn't hard to understand, and time has taken only a little edge off their anger. What I learned, he said, is that the media, the papers, they make one person good, one person bad. Journalists who don't recognize at least a kernel of truth need to look harder. And then Jan, the adoptive father, this is 2009 now, cleans the portrait of a little girl he was trying to adopt, baby Jessica, who was eventually returned to her birth parents after a lengthy court battle. He feared the portrait was damaged in a fire in his apartment. Jan is starting over again. The father, battling for custody of the child who became nationally known as baby Jessica, returned home to his Pittsfield Township apartment on Monday morning, the first time since a New Year's Day fire caused an estimated $550,000 damage to 8 apartments, including his. Now, this guy is 55 at this time. Now, what happened to his wife? The DeBoers later, they adopted a son. So those people did adopt a son, Casey, who was nearly 15 in 2009. Their marriage didn't survive the stress of losing Jessica. Although they were married, they did divorce again. Oh, boy. And so when did they adopt Casey? When did he come during the second, when did he come into the marriage? And so Jan lost his daughter, his marriage, and his home. He even lost the ability to play his beloved guitars in a Christian rock band after he mangled his thumb in a press at work in printing services in the University of Michigan. Oh, boy. Now, after last week's fire, Roberta DeBoer placed the portrait of Jessica in the apartment complex office for safekeeping before Jan arrived on Monday. But he was still nervous about what he would find. The hallway was black and insulation hung. Anna, the baby Jessica, turns 18 on February 8th. So that was back in 2009. And let's see. And that's the last update that's there. So if she was 18 and now we're talking about, and she's 28, 29, like 30 years old. Baby Jessica. She might be here. Anna Jacqueline Schmidt was her. That was what her name was changed. And then they adopted a boy. Let me see. After losing baby Jessica, they adopted a boy. It is wonderful news, and they sound happy. They declined to be interviewed or discuss the adoption. Of course not. They don't want anybody knowing anything, I guess. But in all fairness, what happened when I remember watching that, the couple changed their mind. The mother changed her mind like right away. And then I think they fought tooth and nail. So they, as bad as it was, they could have saved a lot of heartache because I think they just fought and fought and fought for 2.5 years and then lost the child anyway. And the 2.5 years was, it's still bad. But see, here's the story. So it's weird. It wasn't after 2.5 years they want. The story of baby Jessica was in 1991 when the girl was put up for adoption and the DeBoers took temporary custody of her. They took her from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, that's where she was born, to Michigan, Ann Arbor. And then within days, the biological mother changed her mind and revealed that she had deliberately named the wrong man as the father on the adoption papers. And so Kara Clausen told her ex-boyfriend Dan Schmidt that he had fathered the child and he wanted custody of the girl. The DeBoers fought to keep the baby. They waged legal battles in Iowa and Michigan. And meantime, the biological parents married in 92, and then the DeBoers lost their final battle last in the summer when, that was summer of 93, when the U.S. Supreme Court refused to hear their appeal. So, yeah. And on August 2nd, the screaming toddler was carried and whisked away. Yeah, that was a really sad case because they did, go on and say something there. So, did I put the number in there, Tammy? So yeah, some sad cases. The wind is really, you hear the wind? Has Kevin Leonard been okay? Kevin Leonard's been just great, Justin. Thanks for asking. Hi, Marilee. Thank you, Mike. Thanks, Mike. Yes, you put the number in Slack. I'll be there. I'm doing wound care. Oh, yeah, take care of your wound care. No rush. I just want to see what Cupid doll you got. You haven't had a haircut in a year, Michelle? My granddaughter keeps saying I love you too much. I thought no more true crime books for you. I just saw Anna Nicole. She looks just like her mom. What happened to our that guy that deserves all the hate, that Colin somebody? Hi, Sully. That was Scooter. She said she'll be up soon. Carla sent you a Slack article. May not be interesting to you. Well, remember Mary Beth Whitehead? She ended up getting married to, didn't she? She got married. Was it the lawyer that she got married to? She left. I remember so well the guy that played the husband in the movie. And I almost remember the words in that movie because that was Jo Beth Williams, and she was really good in that. And then they were having dinner together, and she said, I don't do something, whatever. And Liz, that's good for the baby. No, she said, that's good for you. And she said, no, that's good for the baby. You just got your hair cut and bleached. Scooter with purple hair. She doesn't really, she went to Sally's and they just gave her a tint, and it really doesn't, you can see a little purple, but it's not, she wants really purple hair. I sent you a Facebook message. Cindy L said I sent you a Facebook message. On which Facebook? My personal Facebook or the mommy Facebook or what? He broke a couple of toes. Hi, Whisper to Me. How is Sharon Martin? I haven't seen her after her surgery. Oh, she's been here a lot, Elizabeth F. She's doing well. She's here. Isn't Sharon here right now? Sharon's here right now. Jo Beth was great in that, wasn't she, Tracy? Scooter said she might go more purple today. Did she, Deborah? You followed a YouTube tutorial on how to cut hair. Is a really short bob. Okay. Well, Luke told me today, he goes like this. Mom, you've got to cut my hair. And I said, Luke, it's freezing. Because I want to do it out on the deck. And he goes, Sandy said, you've got to call her and she'll tell you how to cut my hair. So Sandy might be getting a call from us this weekend if it's nice, because he... because I want to do it on the deck. That way the hair, you know, like you can just sweep it away. The birds like it for their nests. I don't like doing it inside. She dropped her last name. She is famous now. Who's that? Oh, Sharon dropped her last name. Oh, that is Sharon. Yeah. She should put, you know, formerly known as Sharon Martin. She's just Sharon now. You're wearing a baseball cap. You know what I was going to come in wearing a big coat. Tell me if you knew who I would be. If I came in wearing a big coat and a baseball hat, and I kept pulling my hood up over my hat. Who would I be if that was me? If I came in like that, which I was going to do, but Jimmy has the house like a sauna, and I would be like sweating like crazy. Who would I be if that's the case? You have your hair done next week, a cut and medium brown with gold highlights. This sounds nice, Linda. You baby. Put a bowl over his head and be done. No, he doesn't have the hair like that. His hair is like wavy, curly, so it won't do it. Like it won't fall like a bowl like that. Yeah. Yes, I was gonna do that. I was gonna. I really wanted to do it. To put it just. I don't know what's the deal with that, right? I'm trying to cut the heat. Like, is she trying to cut down on? Maybe she's trying to conserve heat. I don't know. Is she gonna do that if she's on like in August? Is she gonna still be wearing a big jacket like that? She's really out there, and there are people that think she's onto something. You see the people that go like this? Wow, if you haven't gone to law school, you should. And it's funny when she has the little session with Nate in the witness chair, and she's questioning, right? Well, Nate, did you call them after? No, you didn't call them, did you? Mm-hmm. And you didn't get on. No, okay. It's cold in Ohio. Right, but if you're inside, it's cold here, it's freezing in New York, but I'm inside the house, thank goodness, where we have, heat. So who pulls their car? And she wants to pull like the hoodie up over that too, like she's really, really cold. I don't get it. And that the big whiteboard behind her. Like she's really like, is this really what she's doing all day? You thought I got Slim City from Regina. I just thought it was hilarious. Oh, I should say it. It's Lana Banana. She's just, I don't know. It's really like, I don't know. Is she trying? Maybe someone's paying her to be comical or something. I don't know. A TV actress, Linda. Which one would that be? How's your arm, Sharon? Are you throwing any? Are you going to throw the first ball in of the season somewhere? When you were a teenager, you froze all the time? Well, if she's still doing it, and like, I wonder what she does when she's like outside. It looks like, it could look like you're in a hospital with that whiteboard, but really? Really, Marcy? You just bundle up, you wear a jacket and stuff, and you don't turn the heat on? Okay. So hot in here tonight. It's like a flipping sauna. Hey, Susan DeFio. How are you? Remember, we haven't seen Delphine Riley in ages. I haven't seen her anywhere. Danielle C. Hi, Henny. You're not a teenager anymore, Kathy? My gosh. Where is everybody? You think that's because she lacks confidence? So what? Who cares? Now that guy used to do this, right? So what? Who cares? That was Fred Armistad, wasn't it? That did the Joy Behar impression. So what? Who cares? Thank you, Susan. Hello, Sunshine. You're a new sub? How are you? So good that you come in and make this big, huge announcement to let us know. Thank you. So if I look on our new subs, I'll see your name. I should check that out right now, shouldn't I? Hello, Sunshine. Let me check. Well, let me go take a look. Hold on, I'll tell you. I'll tell you if you did it right, okay? Let me take a look. I don't think you'd be lying, but you know. Let me just take a look. Sorry. It's not done. Can you try it again? Because you're not on there. You're not on there. I see all the ones from April 22nd. You're not on there. And I don't have anybody from April 23rd yet. Do you want to try it again, Mr. Sunshine? My friend used to go out with a boy. His last name was Sunshine. That would make them Mr. and Mrs. Sunshine. But she didn't end up marrying him. So, hey there, Sunshine. You're not subscribed, so you have to go fix that. I doubt that. I bet that's the last time we're gonna see from Hello Sunshine. Oh, you're trying again now? Okay, try again and then tell me when you do it. I'll go check because we want to make sure you're a good sub there. Hi, Dina. How are you? I don't know, Tracy. Hi, Aurora. You'd marry him for the last name, Vero? Did you do it yet? Hello, Sunshine? Oh, Lacey, Alice, no notifications. Good to have you back. We've missed you. It shows me subscribe. Do I unsubscribe? Yeah, unsubscribe and resubscribe because it doesn't show you as subscribed. Click those notifications too so you know every time we're live. You don't want to miss anything with this crew. It's the best community on YouTube. You know that, Mr. Sunshine? Mrs. Sunshine? Hello, Sunshine? Okay, good. All right, let me go check. I'll check if I see you. I don't see you. Oh, well. That's a pity. Let me see if I have a message in my YouTube because that's another way. Just in case that the other system is messed up. Let me check. No, it didn't show up in there either. Wow. Wow, I forgot to change Lucy into Spite's playtime. I just saw that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't see you. Hello, Sunshine. It doesn't say that you're subscribed. But Good day. Hi from Idaho. Hey, we have Jolene May. She's here from Idaho. Oh my goodness. Hi, Pamela. It's always fun when we have so many new people watching us. Refresh, Mommy, so you can see her. Yeah, I did. Wish I could send you a screenshot. Well, that's okay. I believe you. You wouldn't... What would be the purpose of lying, right? I hope I can stay awake tonight. I'm always down to falling asleep. Right. You're in Utah, sweet crazy. Hi, Idaho. Isn't it amazing? Don't you think? Hey, Shannon M. How are you? Deborah Vancouverden. Regina, you just subscribed. Oh, good. Welcome. Loving that. Dina. So, Tammy, are you almost ready yet? And Scooter? But as a new subscriber, oh, I know. Now you're going to give us the goodbye, right? I thought this would be a good community, but I don't want to be here now. Hello, Sunshine. We know that old song and dance. Please don't make us go through that again. Try to get some new material if you're going to troll, okay? Don't say, listen, I'll give you a couple of free tips. Don't say you're a new subscriber if you didn't really subscribe. Don't come in all happy and look for something to tick you off so you can give us like a real bad parting. Okay? Don't. It's okay. Henny, I think, yeah, that's true. When they flip like that, like, oh, hi, I'm so happy to be here. Wow, I'm not. But Mommy, those are Scooter's friends. Oh, there's Alma with her wrench. Hi, lovies, how are you? Hi, oh boy, now they're getting angry and they're saying bad words. I'm a new subscriber. Okay. Can you figure out how to send a screenshot? Hello, Sunshine. My email, if you just put an exclamation point and email, Nightbot will give you the information. Then you can send a screenshot. We're just super careful. Sorry. We like to be super careful. Okay. Scooter's not ready yet. She's still listening. She's in wardrobe. You're back to work. You missed so many lives. I'm new. Is there a trophy? Small one. I'm no hater. Well, then what you gotta be hating for? Why just get all angry and have these bad cursey words come out of your mouth? We don't like bad cursey words. Sorry. We don't like them. Is it normal to get trolls and mean people on YouTube channels? Deidre? When you're doing well, yes. Yes. They're called haters, trolls, and a-holes. And haters, trolls, and a-holes like to come in when people are having fun and they're doing well and they're having a good time with people in the community and they're can't handle it because they have, I don't know, they're miserable. So they come in and they try to make everybody else miserable. Well, you had that emoji. Do you know what that emoji was? And it had bad words coming out of its mouth. We don't even like that in here. We're very, we don't like that. We don't like to use that emoji in here. Mary Rose says it's not a church, it's YouTube. What does that mean, Mary? What does that mean? Well, it's okay, Mary, Deirdre, because, hey, you know what my son would say? He would say, if you don't have haters, you're not doing well. If you have haters, it shows you're doing well, because haters don't go to channels that they're not envious of or that they're upset that they're not part of. They only go to those. So you got to say, every good channel has haters. Our channel is so fun, Deidre. That's why they have so many haters, because they're usually people that were not fun, that were, shown the door, and or they just don't belong here because they're mean and hateful, or they bash victims of crimes, or they, treat people like crap and all that kind of stuff, which we don't want here. And look, here comes Skipper. She's not a hater. She's a lover. Is there a full moon? Or maybe Grace Stewart. I don't know. Oh my gosh, Nana T. You can't believe this, Sunshine. Why don't you come on panel, Sunshine? Let's hash this out. I know, Mary, right? I am friendly and nice, but sometimes that's not enough. Hi, Skipper.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Did I call at a bad time?
No, Hello Sunshine just subscribed and everything, but when I couldn't find them, they got very upset and had bad words coming out of their mouth. And then they said they didn't curse and they can't believe this Nana T. They don't like these crazy people, but you can come up on panel, Hello Sunshine.
I thought you might want a break.
I know.
Oh my gosh. You crack me up.
Oh,
I love you so much.
Oh, thanks. Love you too. What's going on? Is it cold there or hot?
It's actually cold. It's going down to like 34 tonight, and we're in a freeze warning.
And you're in Virginia, right?
I'm in Virginia. Yeah, Richmond.
Wow. That's crazy.
So, yeah.
We have snow here. Yeah, no wonder we have snow then.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it's up by you. You can keep it, please.
But you didn't have any plants or anything out, did you?
Oh. No. In fact, I ordered, believe it or not, I ordered 2 huge catnip plants, and they're due to be delivered tomorrow. So they're going to be inside for a little while.
Where do you order those from?
Believe it or not, it was on Home Depot's website.
You could order plants and they'll ship them?
Yeah, they shipped them. They
Wow.
shipped 2, and it was like $10 for 2 plants.
Wow.
And
do they ship herbs too?
Yeah, I believe so, because what got me started was watching Sandra, believe it or not, with all her herbs, and it just it's such a desire of mine to have an herb garden. And so I was looking at herbs, and then I noticed they had catnip, and I was like, well, my cats need some catnip or something to chill them out.
Right.
So I ordered 2 catnip plants, but the herbs were on there. I went to order basil, but I think it was out of stock, and I said, heck, I'll just run to the store. But I've never seen
I'm gonna check that out
in the store. I've never seen catnip in the store, so I went ahead and ordered that, and it came. Yeah.
How you doing, Tammy?
Good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Peachy.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. I had an interesting experience today. I wanted to get some opinions. And I haven't seen, I'm watching you on my TV. You look amazing on my 47-inch television, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
You look absolutely gorgeous. Like, wow, I never real. I mean, you look gorgeous always, but like up on this beautiful, screen, big screen TV, I'm like, wow, she is drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. You need glasses, I think.
But now, have you ever heard of a float tank?
Float tank.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
you
in
Have
mean
my
you,
car.
what is it?
Tammy? Did you
It's-
do it, Tammy?
Yeah, a float. Are you talking about a float tank in a car?
No, not that kind of float tank.
And not a
This
float tank in a toilet.
no.
No, okay. I'm trying to think because it's yeah, no. Is it some kind of tank that you're floating in? Like that you're swimming in?
Yes. You don't swim in
Oh,
it.
it's like a
It
pod,
is
right?
yes, the pod. Yeah, float tank. I went in a pod.
Yeah.
It is about 10 to 12 inches of water. And it's the temperature of the water is the same temperature as your body
Right.
purposely. And it's got 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt in it.
Where is this thing located?
They have them all over. They have them in all different states. And it's got like there's one in Richmond. There's like actually three, I believe, here in Richmond. Richmond's huge, but different areas in Richmond, we've got three of them. So,
Here in Spokane too.
do you really?
Yeah, they're called
Okay.
float pods. Yeah,
What are they
Yeah.
called by you? What are they called?
they're float pods.
Float pods.
Yeah, and it's this big pod, and you go in, you shower before you get in, and then you float, and it's amazing because you're in the water and you just feel like you're in this nice warm water. It's really nice. The pod, you can close it however much you want to close it. But you do get cold in there. They told me, they said, we recommend if you can to keep the pod completely closed because you'll stay warmer that way. But you float in it, and it's Epsom salt is known to relax muscles anyway. But you lay in there, and the minute you take your foot off the bottom of the pod, you are floating, and it's absolutely. I was like, oh wow, I am float. I was so surprised. I am not a tiny woman, and for me to float like that, I was like, wow, this is really cool. But my question is, I was wondering if anybody had ever been in one, because I was fine when I was in there. I did get cold. And they told me, they have washcloths and stuff in there. And if you get cold, they said, take the washcloth, wet it in the water, and just lay it on your butt, because you're in there naked. You're not in a swimsuit.
Really?
Yeah. They say that the swimsuit or any kind of clothing will inhibit because the whole idea is to be buoyant and just kind of let your body float and relax.
Mm-hmm.
And because the water temperature is the same temperature of your body, people say that you lose sense of where your body is and what's your body and what's your water, what's the water. The issue I had was I was like, my body would float to one side of the pod, and then I'd be like bumping up against the pod, like I couldn't get it to sit still.
But how big is the pod?
I think it's 12 feet long and 8 feet wide, if I remember correctly.
And then
it's
when you close it, like you're in the dark.
Yeah.
there is lights in the pod. You can turn the lights on or off. So I went in and you can change the color of the light. So I went in and I had blue light going, and I wanted to. That's supposed to be sensory deprivation.
Really?
And so I turned the light off, and that was most relaxing for me, was to have the light off, and you just float on your back, and then
Lights.
say it again.
The different color lights
Yes.
are actually for different parts of the body, like infrared lighting.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay.
if you do
Okay.
that.
No, I did not know that. I'm gonna have to try that.
Could have been why you were trying to float, but you were going off to one side.
Yeah.
When I've done it, I've always done with the red lighting.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna try that. I'm going to try
Nice.
that next time.
Well, thanks, Advocate.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting. But the question I had was, afterward, I'm sore. And I don't think that's
from
supposed to happen.
Hmm.
Well, the salt's
So,
taken more out of you than it should.
Well, either that
okay.
or are you tensing up or anything? No?
No, I could even, like, while I was quote unquote floating, I could feel like pain in my lower back. So I like changed position a little bit, or actually sat down in the pod when you're not floating, but just to kind of give my body a break. And I guess maybe I just wasn't relaxed enough. And it was my first time doing it. And they say they really recommend like 3 times to really get the full benefit of it, and to understand how it works. So it was just my first time. But I was just curious about if anybody had ever done it before and if they had the muscle soreness afterward.
I mean, I float in the lake, and that's very relaxing. Like I can float. Well, I could just. That's why I said, like, first of all, okay, I have to apologize because I didn't realize until I went with Scooter to like somewhere like Lake Erie, that there are lakes that are really, really, really super rough. Okay, that yes, somebody can die. I mean, and somebody can die in our lake too. And thankfully, only one person ever. No, I shouldn't say thankfully. It's horrible that one person drowned there, but it's, you know, one person over all those years. We have to be thankful for that. But it would be better if none died. I said that wrong, and I'm never going to get it right back. Anyway, yeah. So I said when we had that other incident, when I said, well, and she jumped on the boat, why, how could she drown? Like, I don't, and I didn't understand, but now I do. Because some of those lakes are like oceans,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
okay? And they're really, really bad. Like that actress, remember she jumped off the boat and
Yes.
yeah, and I just thought, because like I'd be out in the middle of our lake and thinking, like, okay, well, even if I got a cramp, which I've had at times, I can just lay in the water.
Hmm.
Right, but it doesn't have huge waves and undertows and big things. So yeah, that was okay. But
No,
I
but
can,
I
yeah.
like float. Like I've been to the James River and I've floated in the James River, and I've been even in the ocean. If you get out, if you can swim out past the breakers,
Mm-hmm.
which I've done in Florida with my sister, we just made it out past the breakers and then we just floated out there. It's just the most incredible experience. And that was in the ocean, and I don't remember being sore the next day.
Oh yeah,
But
you
this
should
is,
be.
this is this pod, and it's the whole point of it is to relax. And I did relax when I was in there. Now, some people talk about having out of body experiences and seeing
Wow.
flashes of colored lights, and maybe I'm just a skeptic, but that certainly didn't happen for me.
But can I
But it
ask
was,
you another question about this thing? That okay? So when you go to this thing, is this like a spa?
yes, very much like a spa.
But
They
do they
have,
watch you walk in naked, or do you go in a room all by yourself?
no, you're in a private room.
Okay,
You're in a private room, and the lights are dim when you walk in.
right,
And then they write you, because like I said, you take all your clothes off, then you shower
right.
before you get in the pod, and then there's a light switch. Now they have the lights on in the pod when you get in it. So you turn the room lights out, and then you get in the pod, and then you close it as much as you want to. I started out with it being fairly open, and then I gradually closed it, once I got comfortable. I am claustrophobic, so I was like, am I going to freak out in this thing? But I didn't. It's not like you're in an MRI machine or anything like that. I mean, it's very, very roomy,
All right, and
but it's wonderful.
someone said you have to drink a lot of water when you get out of that pod. Did you?
Well, yeah, I drink about 120 ounces of water a day. Anyway, but I will make sure, yeah, my skin was even, they have lotions everywhere in case your skin gets dried out. I mean, you get out of the pod and you shower again,
Right.
shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that. And then they have, hair dryers if you want to dry your hair. They have mirrors where you can, refresh your makeup, put makeup on, whatever you want. Cause they have makeup remover wipes. They don't want you going in the pod, obviously, with makeup on your face. And so, and then they have like a little lounge area and they had a little fire going in the lounge. It's like a gas fire, but it's more for atmosphere than it is like for heat or anything like that. And it's just a softly lit lounge area, and they close all the doors. So like there's no outside noises. Like the whole experience is very peaceful, very calm. They have tea, herbal tea. I had some chamomile tea after that.
How long can
And
you
it was,
stay there? How long do you stay there?
you float for well, it's an hour or two. Mine is apparently on the more expensive side, because for what I got, it was only an hour. And I've heard people say that for just a few dollars more, they floated for 2 hours. Now, I don't know, because I didn't have like like I didn't get in there and fall asleep and lose track of time and stuff like that, like people say they do. But I was only in there for an hour, and I was like, I don't know if I could have stayed any longer. But
Well,
it seemed to me that
they want to know how much it costs.
I paid $89 for 2 visits, so about $45 roughly.
And you got to stay there and have your tea and everything for 45?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, because of COVID, you have to wear a mask anytime you're walking through the common areas. My hair is naturally curly, so I didn't worry about drying my hair. I brought a microfiber towel, and I made sure my hair was, pretty dry with the microfiber towel, to go outside. But sitting in the lounge, they asked that you stay there for no more than 30 minutes. And it was kind of interesting and relaxing. You should Google it and look at these pods. They're amazing. And they really are. I mean, you walk into the room and you see this huge thing, and it looks like a giant egg. And you're like, really? That doesn't look like much of anything. And then you get in it and you realize just how big it is. I mean, 12 feet long. And then stretching out your arms. And then there's different positions, like they made me watch a video, and it's like float with your arms up above your head or float with your arms like right at your side, and every bit of you floats. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, my toes were cold sticking up over top of the water. So I just bent my knees a little bit and got my toes underneath the water, and I floated like that for a while. I mean, but it does get cold. I was very, very glad that I had the pod completely closed. So, but it was just interesting. I thought maybe for a topic to discuss, maybe you'd want to break and talk about my pod experience.
That's interesting. I'll have to look it up. It's interesting.
I just wondered if anybody had done it and had any soreness afterward.
No, I mean, I don't know if anybody's done it here. I don't think anybody's done it. Has anybody done it here?
I've done it. But
No, you've done it besides Tammy. I mean, but you.
It's Tammy, the suggestion to try the different color lights, I'm definitely going to do that next time. I actually left my Fitbit there, and so I have to go back tomorrow. So I'll schedule my next float tomorrow, and try it the next time.
Try a different color every time you float.
Okay, yes, I think there's red, blue, yellow, and green. So I'll try the red this time.
She said like 12 inches. So I don't understand. So when you get in this, I have to look at the pictures, I guess, because you get in the pod. How do you get into the pod?
Okay, so the way they explained it to me was you step into the pod, and then like you can sit on the edge of the pod and like get your feet in, and then you can actually stand up. It's with the pod lid open. It's very tall, and there's a handle on the inside of the pod lid, and then you just pull it down a little bit, and then as you're pulling it down, you kind of go into a kneeling position, and then I went from a kneeling position to my butt, and then I closed it. It was pretty open, just to get the feeling of my surroundings, like what all is in here, and where is everything? Where's my light, so I can turn the light on and off. And then there's music in each pod, so you can turn the music on, and you wear earplugs. Because you don't want to get all that salt water in your ears. So they actually give you earplugs. So the music comes on very loud, and then you have to touch the thing to make it softer to where you like it. I floated without music this time. I think I'll do it with music next time and see if that helps me relax more. But it's interesting. So, and then I eventually closed the lid all the way down, and I floated with just the blue light on, and then I eventually turned the light out. But it was so interesting because the minute you take any kind of pressure off of like the side of the pod, like lift a foot or something, the second you do that, you're floating. I mean, it's just instantaneous. But 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt.
Now,
That's a lot.
here's the other thing. When you get out of there, do they drain that water and clean the pot?
Yes, it's filtered 3 different times. And I guess each facility has its own way of filtering, but there's some kind of micron filter that they use that is 1,000 times narrower than a human hair.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an extremely fine filtration system, and each time it is filtered 3 times. And then he told me if you fall asleep, it's okay. There is a exit, like if you have the lights out, the lights will come on in the pod, and then there's like a voice saying like it's time to exit or something like that. I couldn't hear exactly what it said because it's very softly said, and I was wearing earplugs, of course. But I could hear it telling me like apparently it's time to get out. But when you get out, he said if you fall asleep in there, because people do fall asleep in there, if you fall asleep in there,
Yeah.
he said, don't worry, the water will start to agitate very gently. And there is this big giant machine next to the pod that is actually going to start manipulating that water, draining the water, and filtering the water. And it's filtered 3 times. They come in, they have bacterial stuff that they wipe the pods with. And then Epsom salt itself is known to be antimicrobial anyway. So, but yes, it is filtered 3 times through that special filter that's like 1,000 times thinner than a human hair.
But is there a heater in there?
The pod is, the water is heated. I don't know how it's heated. Like I didn't see a heater or anything, but the pod water is heated, and the whole purpose is for the water to be at the same temperature as your body. And that was something that I struggled with too. I couldn't completely relax because I was cold, even with the pod lid completely closed. The part of my body that was not in the water was actually cold. Like I said, I dipped my toes underneath to get them warmed up. I took a washcloth and laid it across my chest with the warm water just to keep it warm. That was part of my issue, was that I got very cold, and having Hashimoto's, any kind of temperature fluctuation can be very uncomfortable to a person with Hashimoto's. I don't know if you experienced that, but I certainly do. And I was actually very concerned. I had an incident here at home about 2 weeks ago. I was in the shower, and apparently the shower was too hot, and I almost passed out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happens with Hashimoto's. Hadn't happened to me in years, but so I was actually very concerned, but about like, am I going to get overheated? Definitely not overheated. In fact, I was a little on the cold side. But it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I was just curious to see if anybody had the pain.
Yeah, we don't have those up here. I mean, I have a pretty big tub, and my tub has lights and stuff. But I think I can float in it, but like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I think, see, I'm a weird person. I like baths and everything, but I think if I was just in a pod and I was floating, I would be moving all around. Like, I don't think I could just lay there the entire hour.
And that's what I did. And I think that's probably why I'm sore, is I was actually kind of like I said, when I tried to relax, I seemed to like float to one side of the pod. And they have pillows like you can put under your head and relax your head. Like if you feel like if you have neck tension. And because I have a pinched nerve in my neck, I did use the pillow for a while, and then it just kind of floated out from under my head. The water was enough, with the Epsom salt in the water, it was enough to keep my head, and that thing just kind of floated away. it was kind of interesting how that just kind of like it went away, and I didn't even notice. All of a sudden, I was like brushing up against something, and I was like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh," so it just kind of floated away. It, definitely an interesting experience. I'm kind of looking forward to doing it again.
Cool.
But just I can't believe like places that you would think would have like big tourist attraction areas that would have like a lot of spas,
Right.
would have like a float
Yeah,
place.
but do you feel like, are they watching? Can they see in there? Like,
No, I wasn't worried about them watching at all. I didn't like I was not. I guess it's like back when everybody was going to tanning beds, like that freaked me out.
Yeah, I didn't do
That
that
like
either.
going to a tanning bed, place, that actually freaked me out. I actually had somebody walk in as I was getting into a tanning bed. I was like, oh my gosh. Fortunately they left rapidly.
Hi, Judy.
But I had no concern about them watching or anything.
Oh, that makes me scary.
Yeah, no, I had
I
no.
don't know. I don't know. I feel like, I don't. You don't want to hear that on the news. Like they hired somebody and he had cameras and all there. I don't know. It makes me freak out.
But it was funny. I was actually in the plot and I was thinking, tubby time with Mama Ramblings.
You're like, well, what if, like, how would they know if you wore a swimsuit in there?
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. I guess they see, it's to your own, they say it interferes with the buoyancy of your body and the quote unquote experience that anything like, because I have a kitten, I have scratches on my legs. And they gave me Vaseline to put on there because you're going into, water with 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt. So it's going to sting if you go in there. So they gave you, give you Vaseline for like any cuts or anything like that. And if you get in the water and you like, oh, I didn't realize there was a cut there that's stinging, they say to actually get out, rinse off,
Oh, really?
put the Vaseline on and get back in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was really interesting. It was interesting. I just don't understand why I'm sore afterward, but I really didn't. I tried to stay still and I tried to quiet my mind. He was like, try counting your breaths and, stuff like that. If you feel your mind wandering, people say they go in there and they just completely relax. And I was never that relaxed.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could relax. And I'm not a very good person to go to. I don't know. I just.
Carolyn afloat at the lake. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
In a swimsuit.
In a swimsuit. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna go, but I just thought you might want to break and have something
it was fun to hear
different
about
to
that.
talk
Yeah.
about. All right, bye, Tammy. Thanks for the tip.
Bye, Skipper.
All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah,
Love y'all.
AJ Vintage, did you get your cricket? Trust me, they would demand. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. So how often do you go, Tammy, to the pod? Tammy? Tammy, you're on mute. Tammy, you're on mute. Tammy, you're on mute. Tammy, you're on mute. Hi, Tammy, you're on mute. I can't relax. I couldn't either. I couldn't, Susan. I'd be like, they're watching me. Somebody's watching me. And then when I have a time limit, I can't. You got your cricket too? You haven't opened it? What color did you get there, Kathy? Uh-oh. Tammy went bye-byes. Hi, Kubi. Kubi, you've been in one of those spas? AJ Vintage got theirs too. What color? What color? Here we go. I am starving because I didn't eat dinner. Somebody's watching me. I've got no privacy. Whoa. I've got to look for a salmon recipe. Tammy? If you can float in a pool or lake with a bathing suit, then you should be able to do it in a pot. That's true, Sean.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but you're really low lately. I don't know, very, very low. Thank you, Judy dear. Thank you, Judy dear.
Okay. Hopefully I don't disconnect again.
Okay, so you're a little low, but if you get real, talk loud or something. So you got some happy email?
I did. I got some from Lisa D.
What did you get?
I don't know. I'm gonna open it. I'm trying
You
to get
don't know
myself
if you're
on
going to
camera.
open it?
No, I'm gonna open
Oh.
it. I'm trying to get my on camera.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I was excited to get some mail today.
Yay. I wonder, I bet you got a doll. Probably.
I did. I got a Cupid.
Try Dijon mustard and honey salmon. It's delicious. Is it really delicious, Queen Bee? Okay, Dijon mustard and honey. Dijon mustard and honey. I got my cricket today, MRB, but I haven't unboxed it yet. You should, Beige Vintage. What color did you get? Okay, your Sunny Angel. Yeah, that's I think that's a cherry blossom on the outside, but I wonder what you got in the inside. I'm gonna guess which one. I'm gonna just take a guess. But don't open it yet. I'll look at my box so I know which one. Cause
You're not cheating if you're looking at your box.
no, I'm gonna but I'm gonna pick which one. So I think, let's see. I'm feeling a little bit of rose and then a little bit of poppy. Might be dandelion.
They don't make these things easy to get into.
And it could be pansy. Let me just see if I can feel which one you might have. Something's telling me pansy, but then something's telling me rose. Something's telling me it might be dandelion. Who got cactus? Somebody got cactus.
I don't know. I only
Or
saw
acorn. I know Scooter wanted acorn so bad. Maybe he'll get acorn. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not. I don't. Let me see if I can try to feel it. It might be pansy or acorn, but it's still not really strong. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
You got lavender hydrangea? No. Davida got hydrangea. Are there two hydrangeas?
What are
No, you can't have hydrangea. There's only one. She said this was a complete set of 12. Oh, I was going to say dandelion. Didn't I say dandelion? I said I'm feeling a little bit of dandelion.
they? But you were close.
Yeah, but I know. You got dandelion. Let me see. Oh, that's cute. Can you bring him up close? Davida was worried about showing his little winky thing. There's no problem.
I got my finger over it.
Oh, I know. It's so ridiculous.
There's his little wings in the back.
Really? You got purple hydrangea? I don't understand how you could get that. I love the way they feel.
That is so cool. Thank you, Lisa D. I'm part of the doll club.
Yeah, part of the doll club.
Now I can sit and talk to Scooter on panel.
I wonder if they all have, do they all have the same eyes? Are they all like black eyes? Or are they are black, right?
He's got blue.
Oh, maybe they are different eyes. Let me see. Scooter got morning glory. Nana Patty has tulip. Danielle has carnation. I have lily bell. And Davida has hydrangea. But now Shannon is saying she also has hydrangea. Are you sure you don't have pansy, Shannon? And then now Tammy has dandelion. 1, 2, 3. Somebody has cactus. Didn't somebody get cactus? Or did I show a cactus? Might have shown. I thought some. I'm really freaking out because I think about this whole week I've thought people are on panel doing things that I can't remember who they are, and then I don't think it's actually happened. But I thought somebody came up and they got cactus. I really did think somebody came up and got cactus. I don't know how you have hydrangea.
Danielle?
No, she has carnation. Look at the hair closely, Shannon. Very closely. Vanessa Renda, welcome to your first time here, Vanessa. So lucky we're having so many new people. Someone got cactus flower. They did, right, Dina? I'm not that crazy. I remember that. Who was it? Because I only remember who was on panel last night.
Was it Moo?
No, Moo had, that's right, Moo has one too. And Moo has cherry blossom, doesn't she? And I thought somebody else got cherry blossom. I remember seeing somebody get cherry blossom. It's so weird. I'm having like major deja vu. But I remember someone that had a
They think trippy.
that had whatchamacallit, that had the cactus. Who had the cactus?
I thought it was Moo, but evidently I got him mixed
No,
up.
so last night Moo was on panel and Scooter and no one else. Davita wasn't here. And Davita's not here again because Davita's working on Thursday.
Alyssa was on last night.
What?
Alyssa was on last night, but she didn't open
Alyssa?
a.
Oh, Alicia, yeah.
Alicia.
Alicia, yeah, she was on. But maybe I showed a picture. Moo got cherry blossom. And Lisa still hasn't come on and told anybody about them. So that's great.
Cute.
Scooter, are you still watching? You remember the cactus flower, Dina? Oopsie. I see. Purple pansy. And I told her I think it was purple pansy. Yep, you got the pansy.
Shannon got?
Yep, she got the pansy. That means there is a rose somewhere. Somewhere there's a poppy. Somewhere there's a cactus. And somewhere there's an acorn. Yikes. And I don't know if Lisa D has one. I know she has one, but I thought I don't know which one she has.
Oh, she's so funny.
Jeanette, AJ been sharing my hometown. Has a tulip fest every May. Really? Tulip fest. Who got Cactus Cupid? Was it Kevin Leonard? No, Kubi, it wasn't. Kubi, what did you make on the cricket today? Did you make anything new? I forget what 10th Angel said she was going to show. Every time I get on, it says first. And what else? You said you had something else to open?
Well, I got the note.
Oh,
from
you said you had a ball.
Yeah, I have a ball.
Which one?
Just a white one with the food in it.
Oh, you have an old white one with the food in it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I have one here with food in it, but it's yellow. It's gold. It's a gold ball, but I'll open it with you. You made a couple of water bottles for your nieces. Is that all you've done? I can't imagine. Did you see? You saw what I did, right? And that took a lot of time. I don't know why, because you have everything all. So I'm running always, and now I'm trying to get all my packages sent out, and I can't find a bag that I need to send. I'm so terrible. Stuff. I think 10th Angel was going to show the ink. No, I don't think it was the ink. She doesn't know the ink. She was going to show something else. What was it?
Is she here? 10th Angel?
No, she said she was going to come on if I didn't come on too late. And I thought I didn't come on that late, but apparently I did. Kubi, Kevin was here yesterday. Yeah, Kevin's been coming in a little late to the game. A little bit late.
Alright.
Okay, you go first.
Can you see it?
Kraft macaroni and cheese. Yeah. I thought the pineapples were upside down for the craziness. What pineapples? Oh, I've got a little cart. That's why I opened this one first. I have a little cart.
You can tell when you get a cart.
Yeah, that's why I got it out of the way first.
I got Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid. I'm pineapple to this channel. Never heard of a swingers. Wow, I never heard of that either. Who said Queen Bee said the pineapple upside down is a swinger thing? Seriously? I don't know. I feel like this might be gold. I don't know why. No, it's not. It's regular ketchup. I got too excited. But I do love the regular ketchup.
Oh yeah. I want
Little
one of
baby
those.
ketchup. I love it. Baby ketchup.
Oh, I already got one of these.
What is it?
It's sweet relish.
Oh, sweet relish to go with my ketchup. Let's see. Elizabeth, not. They told me it's to let them know you're interested. To put your pineapple upside down? Oh, dear. No, pineapple is a sign of hospitality. And it means you're sweet inside and you wear a crown. This is a box. It feels like cheese. It is. What is this? I might not. This might be a new one for me. I don't know if I've ever had this one.
Oh, the cheese sticks.
I think that is new for me. Yeah, I don't remember ever having that. I think that is new. 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 Oh my goodness. I am just crazy here. Okay. You go. Nuts. Almonds. Okay. What is this? That's the brochure. Oh boy. This is, I was almost going to bring this ball back to the store. I was going to bring all these balls back to the store because I said to Jimmy, these aren't the new ones. I think these are the same ones because it said 70. And then Nana Patty said something. I got 2 new products in this one. I got the little baby bell. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I didn't bring it back to the store. It's been sitting here. Huh. That's interesting. So that's the baby bell. And I think somebody, I really wanted to get there. Wasn't there a cheese? There was the other cheese I wanted was the one that comes in the wedge. The number on the ball, oh gosh, I threw it. It was on here. See, on here it said, what is 70? And I think the other ones say 130, but let me see. So, let's see. has some pink ones. 70 plus mini. I've got one more. What did you get? I'd really love that little square of cheese.
That is, I like the Baby Bell one.
Yeah, I like that. That's definitely my first on that. Pine 57. Okay. This is a box and it feels wide. This is, no, I have this one, right? This is, yeah, this looks different though. This doesn't look like the other one. It's red beans and rice, but it looks different. It looks bigger than the one. Something looks different about it. I don't know if this is,
Doesn't the other one just have the rice on it? It don't have the picture of the pot?
this looks different. I don't think this is the same. It feels bigger too.
Huh.
Yeah, it's very strange. That was a good ball. It's the only ball I have, but that was a good ball.
That was fun. Thank you, Caroline.
That was fun. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That was very interesting. So there are some new cheeses. I want the one that's like a little wedge. They have the, yeah, that wedge. And this does have the new Monday. So the 70 balls do have new stuff in them, but not all of them, right? And
I'm gonna do it for him.
Mr. Stubbs, and the cord, and the gold. I have a gold catch. I do have a gold catch of a gold mustard. I freaked out about. And then I don't have gold nuts, and I don't have a gold baby, but now they have a gold Baby Bell. Metallic. Interesting. Okay, that was fun. The wedge is the laughing cow. Yeah, I know. Well, is the wedge a laughing cow? No, I think this other wedge is no, it's not. It's not. It's some. I can't show. I mean, I could show it to you in the picture, but you're not going to see it. It's not going to focus. It's that wedge. It's not. I don't think it's a Baby Bell. I think it's like some Swiss or Scandinavian, something like that. You're having peach juice now. Peach juice. Okay. I have to get something to eat. But what else is going on? Nothing. Elizabeth, they are good people. Just not going to go there. Who, Queen? Oh, those other people? Stuffed mushrooms for late dinner. I need to find something to eat because I didn't eat dinner. All I had is a yogurt. The balls are from Fabric Queen. Scooter, how's it going? Scooter's having a couple of issues. She's watching. She's hoping she can come up on panel. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It could be Elizabeth F., but I thought it was some other name. I don't know. But I'm hungry. I don't know what to eat. Oh, you have neighbors that are swingers? Hi, Barbara. Carolyn, what is the name of the brand of the Cupid doll? Sunny Angel. Sunny Angel, Sunny Angel, Sunny Angel. You're my angel tonight. I'll be right there, guys. I'm going to be in the kitchen. I'm just going to get something. I'll be right there. Relax. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. You don't have to freak out. Hold on, Mike. Silly cricket keeper is moving. Don't. Everett's so quiet now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna eat. Get all the haters upset. What should I have, haters? Ow! 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 I just closed my hand in the pantry, my finger. Ow, that hurt. There's a self-closing door and it went on me and it's so heavy. Okay, ow, that hurt. I'll be okay. Oh, my goodness, now. Hold on, I've got to let this person in. It is Davita Lane. Davita? Davida? 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 Davida?
Who put the bop in the bop shabop shabop? Who put the ram in the ram a ding dong? That's who I think of. I think of Robbity Bop every time. I always think of that song when I see Robbity Bop. I was thinking about that when I was in the shower just now.
You were in the
Hello,
shower.
everybody.
Did you hear about those pods?
Yeah, I was listening as I was putting my groceries away.
Yeah.
I don't think I need Epsom salt. I just float.
Yeah, I love to float.
Well, I'm teasing because you should make it float. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't understand about like 12 inches of water.
Tammy, are you here? She's on mute. Hi, Tammy.
I'm coming. I'm gonna make the players happy.
How are you?
How are you, honey?
I'm doing good.
I love those two little puppies in your picture. They're so cute.
I know. They're a handful.
Are they?
Yes.
They are so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. You got. Do you know what one of my bosses did tonight? He drives me crazy. He is so sarcastic, and I have to learn to be that way. So he, are you on mute, Carolyn? Oh, for corn's sake, you're joking, right? Oh, geez, give me a break. Anyway, so okay, listen, you guys on chat, Tammy. So tonight, this is what he does. Okay, it was about 7:00. I was taking my last break. So he says over the loudspeaker, Davita, code 6 at your convenience. Only at your convenience, Davita. Only at your convenience. I'm sitting in the break room and I'm going, you idiot. I'm yelling. So I said, okay, at my convenience. I'll be up there in about 45 minutes, right before we close. I went up a little bit earlier, but not much. And he saw me and he starts laughing. I couldn't believe he said that over the loudspeaker with customers still there. I mean, I can see it if the store is closed, but not when there's people in there. Only at your
What's
convenience.
the code 6?
To get the go backs that's left, and then you have to go and put all that away. And then I had to do my shopping, my grocery shopping, and I did not want to do it because it's off on and off again, raining, not hard, but raining. And but I had to. I mean, I was down to where, when you have absolutely nothing.
I thought it never rains in Southern California.
It never rains. Yeah, it does. A little bit. I wish a little bit more, but anyway. So yeah, I had to do my grocery shopping. And I kept telling the chick, I go, I will bag the stuff. I preferred to bag my stuff. She didn't listen to me. And then another little guy came over and he started bagging. I thought, okay, go ahead, bag it. I don't care. But I just like bagging it because I know where I'm putting everything in the bags. But if they just want to do it, okay, whatever. Go ahead. But it takes forever to put everything away. Yeah, and when you're thinking, oh, I still got to go home. I think that's the part, well, I don't know. Maybe shopping's the part for groceries that I don't like that much. But I think putting the stuff away is even worse.
Carrying it into. Does
Yes,
do you have self checkout over there?
we do, but I don't do it. I mean, when I worked at the grocery store, I had to man those stupid things. It's a pain in the wazoo. But no, I don't use them.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm. No, I just let them do it. And then I make sure that they get the right prices.
Hmm.
So that was my day, kids.
That's all that happened today. So that wasn't that bad.
No, mm-mm.
You didn't feel like killing anybody or anything.
No, not today.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Please put that in my file, Kevin.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Well, I've been just throwing stuff out like a mad woman. And
Wow.
and at first I think, oh, I don't know. Davida, do it. Just do it. Okay. No, really, I'm not joking. This is what I do. People would think I was completely insane. Just do it. All right. So I start throwing things, throwing. Well, I wanted to keep, because when I get in that mode, I've got to do it. Because if I stop, then sometimes it could be weeks before I get into that frame of mind again.
Right.
So, Mark always takes Angie in my car when he goes anywhere. He used to take the dogs in his truck, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chihuahuas, not long hair, but the short hair, they do shed a lot.
Right.
Well, her hair is everywhere. I am blowing a gasket as I'm driving to work because I really concentrated and I looked down and I thought, oh my gosh, look at all this hair. And then I got one of those little hairs, and you know when you get a hair in your eye and you can't, and
yeah.
it starts to, oh,
Right.
well, that's what happened today. And I'm on the toll road, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get it out. And, you know, when you're going 65, it's kind of hard to try to. I am livid as I'm driving because I'm thinking, doggone it, Mark, why didn't you just take her in the truck like you did the other two? You know, I mean, it's just, I don't know what's wrong with it. But anyway, so I have to get out there and vacuum.
Mark must have got a nice message.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
but
he
wrote
didn't?
tomorrow.
You refrained from that? Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm going to tell him face to face. I'm
Oh.
going to say, can you come here for a minute? Can you look down at that carpet?
Oh, see, that would have been a call for me.
Yeah, no, I want to show him. So anyway, I have to vacuum, and so that leads into, you know what I mean, when you start something like that. So I don't know how long that's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm still in the mood, when I get in, I'll
Throw more stuff
no,
away.
you know what? I think I'll clean my bathroom and I'll put my stuff up that I bought for it months ago. That's what I'll do.
So,
And then I work Saturday.
right, and I was going to ask you something else about throwing the stuff out. Oh, did you hear my game that I wanted to play?
Game. I don't know. What was it?
Everybody, we get a big giant timer, put 15 minutes on it. Everybody gets a garbage bag, goes into their closet, puts everything in it that they want to give away, throw away, get out of there 15 minutes. Got to come back on panel and show your bag.
But is that at night? Because I can't do that because Mark's in bed.
Well, Jimmy is too, but
Yeah, well, that's great for you.
it could be
I wanna
quiet.
live.
It could be quiet in there. Well, then I had another idea.
Okay.
Everybody could do a junk drawer for 15 minutes, and everybody would have to show their junk drawer on camera while they clean it, and then people could help you. So the people that are like, I need 15 scissors, and be like, no, you don't need 15 scissors.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking of that, but if we did 15 minutes, And so maybe the closet would have to be during the day.
Yeah. Yeah. it'll have to
Some
be
people
during
said
the
it
day.
sounds like fun. Other people said it sounds like a lot of work.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be work, but, well, some people are very organized and, it's not that big of a deal, they just go in, that, it's over. Me, I go in and I scream.
I think it would be fun if it was 15 minutes on the clock and you had to get back in 15 minutes or less.
Yeah. I'm thinking, my mind's going thinking, okay, which drawer would I do?
Hmm.
Because you know how you have junk drawers in the kitchen?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I have two.
I have a few.
2.
I have two of them. And they always start out very nice,
Mm-hmm.
and then they end up a wreck. Oh, I'll get to that later. Oh, I might need that coupon.
Yeah, Tracy
Oh,
says I
I
need this
might.
to live.
Yeah. I just have to get better at not thinking, but it does happen. But you know how you start to throw something, you think, oh, what if I'm going to need that?
Yeah, they're gonna
And then
do
you
a
get
craft
mad.
with that.
And
Yeah.
you go, no, throw it away, Davida, throw it away. Okay. And then sure as heck, something will happen. I think, doggone, why did I?
Like, what kind of stuff are you throwing away?
Well, I was throwing away some old holiday stuff. I went out in my little shed, and when I talk little, I mean little, and started going through stuff because I had to put other stuff in where the old stuff was. I thought, okay, I can't keep doing this. It's not like I have, a huge area to keep.
Does Mark get
I mean,
upset
I
with
know.
you? Does Mark get upset with you?
Yeah,
Okay. So he's like,
Yeah.
Davida, you don't need all that crap and stuff?
yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's not so nice about it. Yeah, no, if he could be a minimalist very easily. Very easily. I mean, he has stuff, but I mean, not, well, but I'll tell you, when he does start in about anything, I
Mhm.
go, okay, get rid of your crap. Okay. I said, all those oil bottles. Okay. Because he worked at the refinery. So he gets these old antique oil bottles. I mean, they really are pretty,
Right.
but I don't do that. And, because that has to be my leverage. And, so I'll start.
But he's retired
So
now,
I'll-
right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish they'd call him back, but they haven't called him back yet. Ever since the wonderful, Ix,
Right.
he's been out, and I said to him, I go, are you gonna call work to see maybe if they need you back? If they need me, they'll call me. I go, well, maybe they think you're not interested. And you have to say, hey, I'm still here.
Does he say
if they
you're trying to
need
get
me,
rid of
they'll
me,
call me.
Davida?
Yeah. And I say, yeah. I mean, he only worked 3 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I said, 3 days. I mean, that's 3 days. I could get so much done. I go, do you not fish anymore? I mean, is there anything? So I knew I had a full day where I could get things done.
Does he do like hobbies at home?
Oh, no. I mean, he does the computer.
Yeah, I know
and
the computer.
stocks and that kind of stuff. But yeah, no. I mean, a little bit of yard work here and there. He used to do a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, Jimmy's
don't
like, I swear he looks at the clock at like I said, 7 o'clock. What do you think? I had to go to bed now? Yeah, no. I'm like, you're not really serious, are you? There's a lot of work that could still be done. Yeah. You know what? You know what it is? It's And then he starts micromanaging. Like I'm doing a craft, trying to get a
I hate
DIY,
that.
and then he's like watching me, and I
Yes,
have
and that's what I hate.
and
I hate
yeah,
it.
I know, and I have to explain myself when someone is watching me, especially.
Oh,
Oh, good
I
night,
hate
Mike.
it.
Good night. Good to see you all. Good to see you. Thank you, Mike. I
Bye,
have to
Mike.
explain myself. So I was doing this. I'll show you this thing I made.
But yeah, you know what? That's what it is. Okay. He used to tell me, he goes, it used to drive me nuts when I lived at home and my mom would come in to my room. He goes, and she wouldn't just come in to say something. When she'd open the door, she'd look around at the room. He
Right.
goes, and it used to drive me nuts.
Right.
I want to say, you know what? The apple didn't fall too far. Every time he comes in and I'm doing something, he'll look. I'm thinking, can I help you? Can I help you with anything? I mean, I hate that. I hate when I feel like,
I'll tell you
you know
what
what I
it is
mean?
for yeah, I know exactly what you mean because I tell you what it is for me. If I'm doing something like I admire these crafters that you ever see them, they start out and they don't explain anything to you about, and I mean what I'm talking about is that this is going to look horrendous at first, but wait till I'm done, okay? And like you have something that just looks horrendous, right?
Right.
And I'm the kind of person that if I know the outcome is going to be good, then I'm going to say, I know it looks horrible now.
Right.
Hang on, because it's going to look a lot different. This is not nothing. This is, this is just one code or whatever it is. I have to explain that. But there are crafters that get on there and they don't. And you the whole time you're going, wow, that looks awful. And then that looks horrible. And then by the time they get to the end, it does, but they don't, I over explain it. So I was working on this. Remember I said I was going to DIY this sign here?
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, because it said beach here. And so what I did was, well, I said first I was going to paint over this because I didn't feel like the beach letters were raised. They did not feel raised. When I put the first coat on, you could still see the beach letters. I put a second coat. It was really hidden, but then I kept thinking I was seeing the letters. So I'm like, not going to do. So I'm watching, like he would come in and I go, no, it's not done. No. Yeah, because like I don't want him to think like that's how I'm leaving it. Because I feel embarrassed for myself then, right? So then I said, okay, then the next thing I tried, I said, let me dry brush, because I painted it white, some blue. But then I didn't like the way that looked. So then I said, yeah, I know what to do. I have this wood, like peel and stick wallpaper stuff, and it's like this white wood. So I said, well, I'll just put that on there. And he came in like during that, and I said, it's okay. I know what it's all right. I know, I got this, because I know he's dying to say something, right? And then I got the cricket, and then sometimes he'll go, do you know what you're doing? Do you need help? Do you know what but it's in a way like, are you okay? Because that doesn't look so good, right? So I'm like, yeah, I've got it. You don't have to micromanage me. Isn't there something that you should be doing? Because he does this new thing now. If he hears me making a video, he'll be sitting in the family room. And when I say, wow, I've been making a video for 2 hours, he'll go, oh yeah, that's why I was sitting in here real quiet. Didn't want to disturb you. And I say, you could still go upstairs. It doesn't matter if you're doing something. You could still. Then he goes like this. Then I think he must have had a guilty conscience. So he goes, you know what I'm going to go upstairs and do? I said, what? I'm going to go get all the trim out of Alexandra's room. Because they're doing the floor. Remember I told you the floors are half done upstairs? So they took all the trim off. So now on the rooms that can have the trim on, he's going to go try to match it up because they didn't label anything.
Oh.
Can you even believe this? I can't even tell you. So he's going to go up there. So what I'm thinking is that sounds like a lot of busy work that might sound like you're doing a lot of stuff and you can do a lot of put it down and you sound like you're getting a lot of work done. And this basically what happened. And then he came down and he said, you know what? And I said, oh my gosh, you're going to bed. Well, I know, but once I get past that meat, then I'm not going to care. I'll stay up late because I think it's because he can't eat, right? So he's like, once I get this over, I'll get it over. So then I was like, just go ahead, go to bed, 7 o'clock, whatever it is. Yeah. So that was it. But anyway, I did this. And
that
then
is
I put
so cute.
the 19
it turned out really nice.
I put the 19 on the sale for, raise number, and then my father's number is 19. So I just thought, I'll put a racing number, then I'll put 19 on there. And I liked it big. I don't know, I just did.
I like it too.
So I said, that was good. I got that done. And so I'm going to hang everything up. And then what else did I do? I did this one. this, I put lake and the little fish on it.
Oh, that's cute.
And I guess I'll put something in there, maybe some flowers or something, I don't know.
Boy, that makes a big difference with that vinyl, you know what?
Yeah, it's got a little anchor on it. I mean, I could take the, but turn it, I don't know, but I just put it on there anyway. And then, and you saw I did, you weren't here last night. When I
No.
took the Dollar Tree whale, and
Oh,
I said, welcome. Welcome.
oh, really
And that's
cute.
the Dollar Tree vinyl.
Wow,
Welcome.
that's really cute.
Yeah. So
Good idea.
yeah. I did that, and I did a little video where I tried to show that, but I gotta get it all together. And then, so those were the 3 projects that I did today, and
I almost called you on the phone. I was at the grocery store and I kept thinking, okay, that yeast, because I'm determined now to try that bread. Like I need to eat bread. But anyway, so I got bread flour, but then I got the yeast, and I think I can't remember if I got the rapid or the other. But anyway, I got the jar of it.
right. So yeah.
I didn't get the packets, but
Right.
for some reason, I think, didn't Sandra say that she puts it in the refrigerator?
After you open it, you have to.
Oh, whew, okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, all right. And then I thought, I was going to call and say, should I get packets or should I get the jar?
Yeah.
And I thought, for some reason, I should get the jar.
I got
Should
the
I?
jar. Yeah, I got the jar, and I have packets too, because that's just the way I am. I just,
Yeah.
I'm always afraid I'm
Oh.
always going to run out of something.
So I just need that, the flour,
Yeah.
salt,
Yeah.
and
That's
that's
it.
it.
And the milk. Which one are you making?
I
The
don't
one
know.
in the one in that you're going to make it in that bread cloaky thing, right?
Yes. That's
So then you
right.
need a little milk. You brush a little milk on there when you put it in the oven.
Okay, I don't have milk. I have half and half. Can I do that? Does that matter?
I'm trying to
If I
think.
water it down a little
Yeah,
bit?
probably
maybe?
water it down a little bit. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Do you know why I only have half and half?
No.
Okay, well, I'll tell you. All right. I don't know about back east, but here we have those plastic milk containers,
Right.
and within 3 days, 4 tops, once it's open, it's sour.
Really?
Drives me nuts. When I worked at the store, people used to bring it in all the time. And
Wow.
so I'm done with it. Well, they don't make milk in the containers like they used to. Remember Foremost and all that? And they were in the
Cartons. Yeah.
yes, yeah. Well, my half and half is.
Mhm.
Do you know that lasts
Oh yeah, it lasts a long, long time.
forever?
Yeah, the date on the thing, it's like months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
drives me nuts. It's like, can't you put milk in there too? So I use half and half now. I say screw it, and I use half and half.
You-
I'm done.
You use half and half to drink?
No, I don't drink it,
Oh, what
but
do you
I
use
use
it
it
for?
for my coffee.
Oh
use
yeah,
it,
half and half. I used it in my coffee too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I use, like I made tapioca pudding,
You use half and half?
I used half and half, and then it called for 2 3/4 cups of milk. So what I did is I did almost 2 cups of the half and half, and the rest water, and kind of diluted it a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I use. That's it. I'm tired of it. Not going to mess with it anymore. It just irritates the heck out of me.
I think they still have like one brand of milk in a carton. Don't they have like that red one or that organic what is something or other? I don't know. I think they have
Oh
one.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But and then,
yeah,
then they have the glass bottles here. Don't you have that?
no,
Oh, you don't have
I haven't
that?
seen any glass bottles.
Oh,
And
we-
yeah, when I was a kid, I remember having.
Yeah, they
the
have those
milkman
again now. I
bring
got
up.
one right over there. Like, yeah, they have because we have a lot of dairy farms here. Yeah, and then
Oh,
they
lucky
have-
duck.
Yeah. Yep. You like heavy cream in your cafe? Wow.
See, I've told you this before, but I use the half and half brown sugar and a lot of ice in the morning for my iced coffee.
Oh,
Very
okay.
good.
Iced coffee, brown sugar.
Very good.
Huh.
I like my iced coffee.
Yeah, that's like me, Danielle. You're like me, but Jimmy loves milk like a little kid. Oh my gosh. You never saw a grown man drink milk like except Pat Boone. I am serious. Oh my gosh.
I mean, I like milk, don't get me wrong. When I was pregnant with, oh, you want to hear something funny?
I had to
I
choke
don't
it
know.
down when I was pregnant because I drank it because I knew I had to drink a quart of it, but I had to choke it down.
I don't know if I told you this. This is deja vu, I think. But anyway, when I was pregnant with Jeremy, I craved two things. I craved. I think I did tell you this, but all of you, I think I told you this. But there was an Italian little deli, and I was friends with the girl. Well, they came from Abruzzi, and they came from Italy, and then they set up this little place. Loved it, so good. Anyway, when I would crave their poor boys, okay, and I had to have the marinara on it. I had to have the marinara, and I had to have the pepperoncinis on it. And so they'd go, "You want marinara on it?" I go, "Yeah, I gotta have the marinara." And do you know? And then I'd have to have milk, and I had to have a lot of ice with it. Craved it. So Jeremy and I were talking one day, and we were talking about, poor boys, and he goes, "Yeah," he goes, "when I go to this one Italian deli," he said, "I always tell him to put the marinara," and I go, "Do you have to have marinara on it?" And he goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "that's the only way I can eat it." I go, "That's what I craved when I was pregnant with you," and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's the only way I have them." And he also has his milk, and he has to have ice in it. That's a trip. I mean, I thought, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
Because
what you
that's what
should
I
try.
craved when I was
Yeah,
pregnant with
you
him.
should try. Did you ever try the almond milk? Because that comes in a carton, and that stays good.
I haven't.
You should
Is it
try
good?
You should try it because when I have cereal and stuff, I always get almond milk for myself.
But I mean, does it taste like regular milk?
Yeah, I love the one that's you can get the unsweet. I always get unsweetened, regular.
Yeah, I don't want
And
sweet.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then sometimes I'll get the one that's vanilla or coconut or something. Yeah, vanilla coconut. That's nice sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, I could try that
Mm-hmm.
because I do like my oatmeal.
Yeah.
When I was trying to watch what I was eating, I would have oatmeal, and I would also eat oatmeal when I would work at the store because oatmeal sticks with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's for me anyway. I could stay full until my lunch, but I haven't had oatmeal lately. That's a problem. I really got to get on the stick. You know what I'm saying? I've got to exercise. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I just got to get disgusted enough.
Well, it's here. I wish we kept warm enough so we could ride our bikes. We had a good run.
Well, you're good though. You're good.
But
You're
we had a good run where we were riding our bikes, and then it got cold again. Oh,
yeah, but
can't
see, you're
take
good. I mean, you're very committed, and
well, but yeah, my
you'll get
neighbors
up.
look. They look. I'm not joking. Like they know I ride, and if I go they go, "Hey, I didn't see you riding today." I'm sorry. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. And then I'm like, crap. Oh, dang. I got to get out there. And that really keeps you accountable because they watch me. Oh, she only did 5 loops today. That's not good. I'm serious.
Do
Everybody
you have
watches
to wear a
everything.
helmet?
No, you don't have to. I don't wear one.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Mm-mm.
I hate wearing them.
You don't? Do you have to?
No, we're supposed to.
Just around your neighborhood?
Think so.
You don't have to. It's optional.
I don't want to.
My daughter
When
wears
I
a
used to
helmet, but
ride
she's
on
in
the
the
back
city,
of Mark's
you know.
motorcycle, I didn't even. I mean, and I know that's ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't even want to wear a helmet then. I did,
Because of your hair,
but I
right?
hated it. Huh?
Because of your hair?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't care about that.
really?
I just hated it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course you have to, but that would be stupid of me not to on a motorcycle, but I hate it. There was a day that you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, well, okay, let me tell you something. And then I started wearing a helmet. Then I would get too sweaty in the helmet.
Yes.
And then I would get itchy in the helmet.
Yes.
Because the cushion thing would and so I didn't like it. So I was like, look, I rode my whole life without a helmet. My kids wear helmets, and Luke always yells at me because he says, Mom, what does the bike say? And it says, I said, it says be safe, wear a helmet. I said, but I've always, come on, I grew up in the generation, you don't wear a helmet, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
And my daughter actually had a boyfriend once in New York City. They belonged to a bike club, and he was on this, like, I'm telling you, there was this whole movement towards no helmet. And he had all these, and she's total pro helmet. So it was like, it was very funny to hear all the arguments. But yeah, nobody says anything. And speaking of people, because somebody said lake gossip, do you know when I walk around, if I walk around, my two neighbors with the drones, when they see me, they go, what's the matter? You're not riding your bike anymore? And I go, yeah, I'm riding my bike. I just didn't feel like getting it out of the shed, and I wanted to take pictures. And all right. They really do. Like, I'm serious. And I'm like, okay, dag on it. And I know, like, I'm like, sometimes maybe I'm like, oh, should I just do 3? No, they're watching. Gotta go.
So the bike is your do you do like?
Oh, in the summer I do my bike and swim and walk, and so we love it when it's warm. But then at home when it's not, then I have my bike inside, which my son keeps teasing me about because he wanted to take it. So he asked me something like, and like downstairs we have a treadmill, we have elliptical, and they have all the weights. But so he asked me, I don't know what he asked me, something like, you have an extra bike hanging around? But my bike it's way too big for his. I said, well, no, I have mine, but I use it, because it was during the summer. So I went.
Right.
So he goes, okay. And that's when we went away to see Scooter. And remember, he was coming over to feed the animals?
Right.
He goes, you lied to me. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, I saw your bike. I said, oh my gosh, you didn't take it, did you? So then he goes, no, but you said you didn't have a bike. I said, but I told you I used that. So then he's like, do you really? Do you really? I said, yes, it's summer though. Of course I'm riding my bike outside, but I use it in the winter. So then he came over the other day, and literally I took a shopping bag and put it on my bike seat, right? Just like that, because and then Jimmy said, let's go out here. I want to show you something. And we walked past my bike, and my son goes like this, nice, Mom. I said, you're using your bike. You're using it as what? Somewhere to put a bag? I said, I just put that bag there. He keeps doing that, acting like and they're like, and then Jimmy's like, no, she uses that. She uses that, Michael. Yeah. So, but I'm like, this is too big because it's a recumbent one. It's really comfortable, and then it has the handles you can put on the side, and it takes your pulse and stuff, or it's got the whole thing on the top. So it's a big.
Don't tell me you've got that.
No, I don't have the Peloton. No, I don't have that one.
I would love to have the Peloton treadmill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't understand that Peloton bike. I don't know if I would be happy with that. Is that, first of all, that doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, it looks really intense and crazy and fast, and that you're in a class with people and they're laughing at you. I don't know.
Have you seen that mirror that they have where you hang it on the wall and they exercise? It shows a person. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Okay. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll send you a link. You never look at anything I sent, but I'm going to send it anyway when I find it. But it's on the wall, and it looks like how a mirror would be when you put it on your door,
right?
The old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's about that long, but it's a little bit wider.
Right.
But it's all computerized, and it's like it sounds bizarre, but it looks like there's someone in the mirror, and they're doing the exercises, and you do the exercises with them. That
must be fun for lonely people.
But it's not where people are looking at you. I mean, it's really just.
But it would be fun if the lady would they could program it with your voice, so it'd be like, "Come on, Davita, let's go," right? And then that would that would be fun.
And I used to go to Orange Theory. I don't know if you guys have Orange Theory back there, but anyway, it's a gym. Mm-hmm. But what used to tick me off is you pay to go there, right? But you pay monthly. But if you didn't show the day that they set you up for, that you say you're going to come in, they would charge you if you didn't come in. Well, that got old with me really quick.
I can imagine.
And but I loved the treadmill because it would take your heart. I just liked it better than I didn't run on it. I mean, I would walk really, really fast.
Right.
But I didn't run on it. So I finally said, you know what, this is a joke. I said, you pay monthly, but if I can't show up, you're going to charge me for that day. Okay. And I mean, I did this for like 7 months, and it really did. It really did help me.
Right.
But anyway, so I said, that's it. So I left. And then they just started contacting me on the email. We would love for you to come back. And I'm thinking, oh, if you keep emailing me, I'm going to tell you exactly why I didn't stay. I said, this is a scam, man. I said, this is nuts,
Right.
So if they keep on, I'm going to tell them, oh, we wish you would come back. Why won't you come back? I'll tell you why I'm not coming back. You guys are a joke. But
yeah.
Anyway, so if they keep doing that, I'm going to tell them, because I don't think that's right. That if you don't show up that day, you got to pay.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Anyway, I don't know how I even got off on all that, because all I was going to say is I like the treadmill
You want
better
that?
than
Yeah,
the
the
bike.
Peloton. Yeah, I don't. I used to do the treadmill a lot, but then I don't know.
But I very am impressed with you as far as your dedication to, the bike and walking and all that.
Well, this is an area that, like, especially when it's nice, it warrants that,
Yeah. Yeah.
That and swimming.
I mean, I could go to the lake. I mean, it's a nice lake. I mean, you just go round and round and round, but I mean, it's pretty,
right.
Do
you have a bike?
No, I used to. I don't anymore, but
it's fun. Like, and you know what's really fun with it? Because you can even put on like a YouTube video while you're biking.
You're talking about the stationary.
No, outside. I always listen to something when I'm going out there. Sometimes I listen to a trial. If there's trials on, I listen to the trials when I bike.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I do. Yeah. I could do that too, because I could just take my, put it on my arm.
There's also a special little holder you get right on your bike. And it's funny, I don't put earbuds in. This is the other thing I do.
Oh, so everybody hears it?
Yeah. Well, because like it only goes like so sometimes like it depends if I'm playing music or I don't care. I live here. They're not paying my taxes. So I just go around,
yeah.
But they don't care. They're always like, great song or something, But then when they pass,
Now, I do listen to music a lot when I used to, when I was really, fit. Years. But where I live, there's a lot of hills.
Right.
And so I used to go around my neighborhood, and I mean, because it goes way up. And sometimes I thought, okay, I'm going to croak right here. I'm not going to be able to make it back down. But I used to listen to music, and that would really pump me up when, I'd listen to music.
Right.
But I just, and it's true. It's that old adage that once you get started and you start seeing results.
Right. And then you start feeling really good about it, too.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
But it's getting back into that. And you think, oh my God,
the first few days.
Is this ever going to help me?
Right.
I mean, I don't think so.
Or when you feel like you're dying. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
But then when you start getting in the groove of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and I've just got to get my mindset. And I keep thinking, I'm so old now that I don't know that it would, if my body would ever even say, oh, she's working out, let's do something. And then the other side's going to go, she's old. We can't do anything anymore here with this woman. There's nothing we can do to help her.
No.
I don't know.
It's fun when you.
But where's the little pigtail scooter?
Well, she said she was going to come on. She was having some stomach issues. She was cha-cha-chaing to the bathroom. And she said she was listening and she was thinking that this was going to pass and she'd be here soon. But
I wonder if she ate something.
Well, I don't know.
Bad.
I don't know. She does this a few times, right? Like, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Does she have stomach issues?
She might have a few.
Oh, okay. I
She
didn't know.
might. I don't know. You never know what's good. She was fine this afternoon. Dave was doing a lot of work around the house.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. She's like,
That's
look at
nice.
Dave. He picked up all that wood and stacked it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
Emmy,
Yes.
you're so sweet. She just, God love her. Bless her heart. She just sits there just thinking these loud mouths. I can't get a word in edgewise. Uh,
Let my tostitos out.
how are you doing, honey?
I'm doing good.
Are you?
Yep, doing good.
All right. And is your
Opened up
nephew
my
home?
Happy Meal.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yes, I heard that you got your little Cupid.
Yeah, she
Yes.
got a dandelion.
Oh, how cute.
I
But
know,
Lisa
it
hasn't said yet?
surprised me.
Lisa has not. I saw Lisa this afternoon, and we didn't get to talk Cupid. And I don't remember. I could swear somebody showed a cactus last night, but maybe it was a picture or something I showed. I don't know. Scooter got a morning glory.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, and we don't know. And Shannon got a. Doodly doodly doo.
Pansy? Was it Pansy?
Oh wait, didn't 10th Angel get one? And that's 10th Angels that I showed with the cactus. Yes, it was
Is it
in the
10th
dollhouse.
Angel?
That was 10th Angels. She had the cactus. I knew it. I
Oh,
knew it. I knew
cute.
it. That's what it was.
How cute.
Yes, 10th Angel got one. So they're still out there. A poppy. What else did I say? No, Shannon got the pansy. Shannon was saying she got the hydrangea. I said, no, it's impossible. Davita got the hydrangea. And then she said, no, I'm sure it's a hydrangea. I said, no, I bet you it's not. I bet you it's a pansy. And it was a pansy. She went and checked it, and it was a pansy. And I don't know where I put the box, but there's a rose out that's not accounted for, a poppy that's not accounted for, an acorn, and what was the other thing? I think there was one more.
So, what you're saying is that, Lisa, there was a motive to this?
I don't know. I mean, like, come on.
What time did she go to bed now?
I don't know. I'm really getting worried about her because, yeah, she's like all over the place. Today, we were supposed to do something, and then she gets on. I go, you're in the store? Yeah. I said, well, we were supposed.
But you were supposed to do
She
something.
goes,
She
but
forgot.
yeah. She goes, but she goes like this. Today's Wednesday. I said, it's Thursday. Oh my gosh! I keep getting the days wrong.
Oh no. Oh no.
You know what she told me? She told me that she might have to spend some time in upstate New York by her mother-in-law.
Oh really?
Extended time, maybe. Yeah, to take care of someone, for a while.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm wondering, like, she was like, then maybe Gary and I'll take shifts or whatever, and I'm like, really? Extended time?
Extended time?
Yeah, because it's really nice where she is. Like, they have this really nice town up there. It's very nice.
Is it closer to you?
Yeah, it's closer to me than where she. Well, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, yes, because that's where I go for the festival, the Sheep and Wool Festival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's where I would drive it alone myself. I just hate that
Right.
stupid traffic, but I wouldn't go down to Long Island by myself. That's like a little zoo.
It's a zoo.
Yeah.
So she might have to take care of someone for a while.
Right. So I don't know, like, what that's gonna mean. Like, and I wonder what her sleeping schedule will be like.
So I'm wondering what it is, if it's just the medication she's taking that's making her more.
No, it seems like I don't know what the heck she's doing.
You're gonna have to just, I guess, go on early in the day. Maybe then she'll be able to come on.
No, she was in there.
What do you think?
She was in Target, and she was like, "Oh, it doesn't even matter. Whatever you get, it's always $100. Easy come, easy go." Okay, all right. Yeah, she was, and then she. I don't know what she was doing. Yeah.
Well, that's true. I mean,
Oh, it
really
is. I don't know
true.
how anybody gets out of anywhere with like 32.50. Like, forget it. No matter where you go, it's like when someone says, that's what I always say. Someone will say you watch a DIY and they go, yeah, you could do this shelf for like $20. No, you can't. Because
Yeah.
when you go to the Home Depot, then Jimmy's going to say, we need this, that, and the other thing. And we need that, and we need that. And then you're not, forget it. It's $100 before you're out of there. It's never $20. Okay?
Yeah.
Unless you're absolutely using everything that you have in your house. And it's never the way it works for us. Jimmy always needs a new tool or he needs something else. Okay? Or I love when these people say they paint. Oh, I could paint this room for $20. No, you can't. Because we're always going to need new paint trays, new rollers. Oh my gosh, where are those brushes? Then, oh, you better get 2 gallons of paint. No, you better get 3. And then, yeah,
Yep.
forget it. And then, oh, wait, you have some stuff to touch up? Here, you need this. Forget it. It's $100. It's just, I don't believe any of this crap.
Lisa loves Target.
Yeah, I know she does. She loves Target. She does like grocery shopping and everything there. I think she goes to Stop and Shop too, and she goes to Uncle Giuseppe's, which is the clip train. But yeah, I don't know. All these people, they're always like, oh yeah, just get this, get that, and that's all it is. Never ends up that way. And I really want to go with them on their trip because they're fakers to me. or they go through a thing and they go, yeah, this is all it cost, but oh, I had all this other stuff that adds up to like $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm doing very minimal for 4th of July this year, decorating. I'll do a little bit,
Right.
not doing a lot.
No.
I'm going to get right into my Christmas in July.
Oh gosh.
I have to. I've got to figure this stupid
But
thing
doesn't it
out.
feel like you just put your Christmas away and then you get your
Yes.
Christmas out again?
Yes, yes. Yes. But I have to do it. I have to.
So what is Christmas
have
in
to.
July? You actually have a Christmas in July?
Yeah.
You decorate the house?
No.
Oh. You just
No,
make
no.
make stuff. You make stuff?
I just do
DIYs?
DIY.
Oh. Okay.
Huh?
You just do DIYs.
Yeah. Yeah. I only do a few. I mean, not a lot, but like 2 or 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
I remember I used to start playing music before I would do it because I have to get myself motivated, right?
Really? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Mark would walk in the house, and 100 degrees out, and he goes, "Well, I won't tell you exactly what he said, but I mean, he would." He would just look at me like I was nuts, and he goes, "I don't get it." I go, "Well, you don't have to get it." He goes, "Christmas music? Yeah, go outside, do something." I mean, I gotta get myself going. You know what I mean? I mean, when it's in the summer, it's like you gotta do something to get your mojo if you're gonna be doing Christmas DIYs.
Yeah, we used to have this family on the lake, and the guy was a professor in a college down in Long Island or something. And they used to not be able to get together with like their adult children for Christmas for some reason, or at least some of them.
Uh-huh.
So they would do Christmas in July. And he was like he always had to talk about for a guy, he was like a real planner of stuff and like really into everything more than any guy I've ever seen in my life. So he'd be telling me all about his Christmas in July, and he'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna have Christmas in July, and we actually, they decorated everything, a wreath, a tree, and all that stuff, and they did a real Christmas in July."
Wow.
Yeah.
Where would they get it? Oh, a fake tree.
That must be a fake tree, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
this real one wouldn't last.
No. But
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any guy that I know that
he
would
would
really get
but
into.
he would get all excited about it. I think it was just because of the kind of teacher or professor he was, and his wife was like kind of like the opposite. Well, I didn't think he would always call me and ask me questions like, how do you like your porch? Because we're going to consider our porch like an outdoor living space. Like he was always, he was one of those guys,
Yeah.
like really overly into it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I must know somebody like
Every time
that.
I think about Christmas in July, I think of QVC or them. Remember QVC?
Yes,
Used
uh-huh.
to always do the.
Well, you know what I like? Now, I don't think you like Hallmark, right?
Yeah, I do like Hallmark.
Oh, you do like Hallmark movies?
Yes.
Okay. I do like, they do start Christmas in July. They do the movies. Remember when they start the Christmas movies?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you mean the Hallmark movies? I thought you meant Hallmark ornaments and stuff.
Oh, see, I knew you didn't like
Yeah,
those.
no, I don't like.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. You
That's
didn't.
right. Yeah.
But I do. And so I'll watch those sometimes to get me going. But then once in a while, if Jeremy was sitting here right now, he'd go, hold it, LJ. No. And then I'd say, what? And he'd say, I know what you watch when you're doing Christmas stuff. And this is true.
The Godfather.
Yes. And because The Godfather's at least 4 or 5 times a year. But no, the other is Halloween.
Really?
The scary movie. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And he'd be right there saying, don't let her fool you. You know, and so I'm just saying it now for him. So if he's ever watching, he'll go, yeah, you better say that. But I do watch Halloween once in a while. I'm weird, you know, I'm
Yeah.
just very eclectic.
Right.
Well, you don't have to agree with me real
You
quick
know,
like that.
I
But
wouldn't picture the Halloween, but I can in some way picture it.
yeah, I do.
Just
Because
like
I love scary movies.
Right,
Do you like
because-
scary movies?
Well, I used to, as a kid, I loved them, but there was something, and it had to be really gory. I could, like my friend, she would say she loved scary movies, but she would like freak out, and she would watch the stupidest ones, right? And I'd go, oh no, we're going to that video store. Remember back then?
Yeah.
And I'll pick it out. You don't even understand. We're not watching any of these stupid movies, Laura. They're so stupid. They're not even fake movies. You know, they're not even horror movies. They're just little baby. Like she would get the stupidest ones and go, I'm so scared. And I'm like, oh, this is so ridiculous. I had to watch like My Bloody Valentine, or
Oh, yeah, that's kind of stupid.
that's really good. Yeah, but because I didn't like any of the stupid things, she would always pick out the stupid things. And then I mean, I remember we were watching Amityville Horror at my house. And she was having a blasted fit over the fly scene. I had to call my mother in there to calm her down. I mean, I'm just like, calm.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, calm the freak down, girl.
Oh, wow.
And she's still my friend to this day. She's like, since we were 4 years old, and I'm just like, whoa, baby. She's the one that moved to Arizona from New Jersey. But I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah. I remember you talking about
wow, this is crazy, Laura. This is not even scary. It's flies.
it. I liked Amityville.
Yeah, but there was something I was going to say that people might say it wasn't comforting, but to me it was comforting to watch it. And I'm trying to think about what it was. It's like Datelines feel like that way, especially if Keith Morrison is doing the voice.
I like
yeah,
him.
yeah, he could tell you just basically anything.
It's
right?
just the way he talks.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes,
It's
and-
very.
And I told
Yeah.
you that it's funny because he looks like a woman I know.
What?
And every time I say that,
I feel sorry for the woman.
But my sister knows it too, and she's like, Marianne? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, he does. They really do. They look the same. But she doesn't talk like that. So,
Was she like a science teacher?
No. And she used to be really attractive when she was younger. Really, really
Really?
attractive. But she looked kind of like him now. And, yeah.
Well, I had a teacher, Miss Petrick, and she was my math teacher.
Mm-hmm.
She scared the what out of me. Okay. So I
Yeah.
was always scared to ask anything. Well, lo and behold, Tanya, Jason, and Jeremy had her when they were in high school.
Oh, my gosh.
So when I went to open house,
Right.
she was there.
Oh, great.
And I told Jeremy, I said, I got to go talk to her. I have to tell her how she scarred me for life.
Oh, my
About
gosh.
math.
You should have been there when I had the first grade teacher story then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first grade teacher. I was trying to find her. My daughter said I had to stop it and just let it go. You're not going to find her. What are you going to do if you find her?
That's what I did.
I said, I just want to tell her. And my daughter said, Mom, I'm serious now. You've got to let it go. And I said, and then I did a whole segment on the show, and it was cathartic because I said, I had a horrible, it was probably spring of 2019. And I told everybody about it, how bad it was. And then I said, and then what am I really going to do if I find her? Because I've been searching for this woman for years. And if I find her, then my luck is, because she was a very young teacher, but even still, she's probably going to be 70, 80 years old. What if she's in like a geriatric home and I go in there to get, give her something, and then I end up, I'm helping her with sock puppets in the art class, because that's how it would be. And I push her in the wheelchair, and be like, okay, I'll be back next Saturday, because that's how it would work out. She'd probably have, she probably would have no memory of that and be really nice. And then that's what would happen. I couldn't yell at her because she's an old lady in a wheelchair. And she'd be like, you want to make sock puppets? Okay. I actually said sock puppets. I said, and said, it's funny. I said, yeah, okay. And then I'd be wheeling her back. You come next Saturday? Yeah, I'll be here. So that's how that would go. So did yours go better?
No, yeah. Well, I told her. I went in, at first I asked about, Jeremy and everything. Yeah, he's doing good. And I said, do you remember who I am? And, she didn't. So I, wanted to spark up her little memory. And I said, I just have to tell you that I was so scared of you because of the way that you came off in class that you basically scarred me for life in math. Oh, she says, oh, I am really? I said, no, I'm not kidding. I said, I just have to tell you, I'm so thrilled that my kids did well with you, because with me, I was scared always to ask anything. And she was kind of like, you could tell she didn't know quite what to say. And she said, oh, I'm so sorry. She goes, I didn't. I go, well, yeah, well, I'm just glad that my kids are doing better in class. But I had to, because I blame her kind of.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to learn. But when you are so scared to ask anything, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, come on, I didn't think that at the time. I was just scared. But when I became an adult, I'm thinking, chick, this is your job.
Right.
You don't tell a kid, come to me later, or what is the problem, or what can't you understand? And the way she would say it, it was very demeaning.
Right.
And it's like, then it makes you, when you're with your peers, it's humiliating.
Right.
And so, she scarred me. It's the truth. And from that point on, it was like I just had this wall to math.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
And I had to tell her. I had to get it, off my chest. It was like, okay, good. She's your teacher. I thought, oh, dear God. And so I, went in, I had to say what I said, and that was it. But they all did fine. I don't know if they ever had to ask for a question, but.
Yeah. People were trying to find my first grade teacher, but there's no luck. But you
didn't
know
get
what?
to
Okay,
find her.
then and the other thing is, then everybody wrote into me, because I told them all about my experience, and some of them wrote in and told me even worse experiences. So I kind of felt, just by getting that out there, that was my closure on the situation.
Okay, but I didn't hear the story. So was she just mean to you?
She was a whack job. I think she was bipolar or something. Okay, now let me tell you something. Okay. Okay. My mother.
It's okay. This is our
used to dress me. Okay, my mother dressed me. Okay, it was time of mini skirts and little dresses and little skirts, and I had what you would call probably go-go boots in every color of the rainbow. My mother bought them for me. Okay, then I have the wet look ones. They went red. So my mother would dress me like that, with really nice mini dresses, not sleazy, but really nice.
No, yeah.
Right, that was this. Yeah, and every day I would have a different colored boots.
Wow, you're lucky duck.
They used to call me Boots. Okay, so I'm serious. But here's the thing. I wanted to wear Mary Jane's so bad, but my feet were big, okay, because I was a tall girl. So I'll never forget Diana Hartung. It was in every class. We were by this shoe closet, and I looked over at her little shoes, and to me, she had little baby shoes, okay? Because I really wanted little baby shoes so bad, right? I did, because my niece, who was 2 years younger, her mother used to call them party shoes, like, and they were the patent leather shoes.
Uh-huh.
But my feet were too big. You couldn't fit it, because this is not the time that they, now this is another problem I have. Anytime I see a Mary Jane shoe in my size, it's mine. Because I was so deprived as a young child that I had to wear more adult-looking shoes because my feet were
Right.
bigger than normal. So I said
Right.
to Diane Hartung one day, "You're so lucky." And she was like one of the only girls that two girls in that. "You're so lucky. I love those baby shoes." And she said, "Baby shoes?" I said, "Oh gosh, don't feel bad. I love those baby shoes. I would love to be able to wear baby shoes," right? I said, "I can't wear baby shoes. My feet are too big for the baby shoes." So anyway, and I still remember the last pair, and I can remember walking around the neighborhood with these red Mary Janes, and they were like leather, where they had like stitching on them. And I remember, I was so happy, but then you couldn't fit in them anymore. Anyway, I had every colored go-go boot you could imagine. And for like bathing suits, my mother bought me the Wet Look, actually in the same building that the restaurant is in now. The Wet Look bikinis. I had them in blue and yellow, and they were Wet Look. Like, she would always buy like this cutting edge stuff. So anyway, so
Wow.
I
Cool.
think the teacher had a either for that, or I could have been a lot of other things. Could have been my mother that really threw her over the edge, because I'll tell you what my mother did at the parent-teacher conference. So my mother, and that is the last parent-teacher conference, first grade, my mother ever went to. She sent my father after that because she blew up at this lady. Okay? And that's how bad it was. So
Yeah, your mother sounds like me.
yeah. Apparently, as a kid, I gravitated, having three brothers, maybe, I don't know, or just that girls were mean and catty. I had a lot of friends that were boys, even from a
Yeah,
very
my
young
daughters
age.
did too.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I had
More guy friends than girls.
yeah, and I had two like girlfriends there in that class, but it was like, I remember Chip Marshall would be, "Oh, come over here, I'll teach you how to whistle," and all this stuff. Okay, whatever it was. My mother goes to the and remember, I'm my mother's fifth kid, so I know how it is with Luke being my fifth kid. When I ripped up that homework, and I was like, "Well, then we just won't do it, because this is just aggravating you," and he's like, "What?" Right? So, okay. But you know how you get by your fifth one. You're like, I've been there, done this. I'm not the stupid person I was when it was my first kid, right? So, okay. So anyway, my mother goes to the parent-teacher conference, and she comes home, and I go, "How'd it go?" "Oh my gosh, that woman." "Well, number one," she tells me, "there's something wrong with your daughter." My mother goes, "Why?" And she goes, "Because I'll tell you why. She has two girlfriends, but she's friends with every single guy in the class." And my mother looks straight at her.
That was your problem?
My mother looks straight at her and goes like this. "Wow, then I'd say my daughter's doing very well, because she found out early that some girls can be mean and catty, and she knows that boys don't play those games." And the teacher was enraged, right? So then she goes, "Well, you know what? She's having trouble with her math, and I'll tell you what it was." Now, you never heard this story, Davida? You're going to die when I tell you this. Remember the song, "One is the Loneliest Number"?
Yes.
Okay.
Three Dog Night.
So we had to do our arithmetic. Now, if it ever ended, if the problem was ever like 23 take away 22, and the answer was 1, the "one is the loneliest number" came into my head, this first grade, and I'd say, don't worry, Mr. One.
Too lonely.
You're too, I'll put a tiny little 2 next to you. She'll never even see you. It'll be your little friend. It'll be your friend.
Oh, cute.
Okay? So every time I got my papers back, and she would put in big and red and circle it and say, "Erase your answers fully." So then I think once I told her, I said, I didn't, that's not erased. I just put a 2 because the 1's lonely, because it's the loneliest number.
Oh.
And she was,
First grade?
yes, first grade.
Aw.
And she didn't like that, okay? So, but I still had to keep doing it, Okay. I think I broke out of it by second grade, but first grade, I had to keep the one is the loneliest number. I couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
Okay?
it was just compelling. You
Yes.
had to.
And then, so she told my mother I had a problem because I wasn't erasing my answers fully and I was always like taking longer. Well, I was taking longer because I was drawing other numbers in, okay? So then, yeah, so I think it started from that. And then one day I came in and I had been absent. And we were just in a language workbook. We weren't even doing anything. And I'll never forget, there was a boy that I really liked in that class. And it was Terry Williams. And we were sitting in like groups. And I'll never forget, this kid, Tony, with the red hair. Okay, red hair, Tony. I said, Tony, what page are we on? And he goes, 4. Okay. She goes, are you cheating? I said, what? And I was so quiet, like I never said a word. What? And she just came at me like a loony bin and took my desk and smashed it against the pole and said, are you cheating? I said, no, I'm not cheating, right? And then the only thing I thought of, how embarrassing, is Terry Williams here? And he was absent. And I was glad Terry Williams was absent, that he didn't have to see that. But
so
then,
what did your parents do?
But I didn't tell my mother. See, that's the thing, because I must have known in the back of my head. If I told my mother would walk down to that school. My gosh, and my mother would push that lady in her desk across the wall. Okay, so I guess I learned early after that I didn't tell my mother. And then the next one was, the next day she'd say, Carolyn, you have the lead in the class play. So she gave me the lead in this play, and I got to be Terry Williams.
Well, she probably got scared.
Yes, because she was probably, I think she was like bipolar or something, so she'd do something, and she'd be like, ooh, what did I do? You better do something to make up to that kid before she tells that crazy mother of hers, and she comes down here, right?
Yeah, seriously.
So then I'll never forget, we had this play, and we were a Mexican family, and my mother's like, here, bring this, it was this crocheted shawl she had, and it was black, and it had these really, really bright colors, looked like Mexican tiles, right? The teacher was so thrilled that I had this shawl. And Terry Williams was my husband. So not only did I get the lead in the play, she gave the husband to the boy that I liked. So, okay. So my mother came in to watch that play. And so, I guess she was like, I'm going to make her happy, because then, I swear to you, one day we were watching, you know how to bring the TV in?
Yes,
and we were watching that Bread and Butterflies,
yep.
whatever. And I had very thick hair. My mother had it in 2 pigtails. And you know how you start doing like this with your pigtails? And then it starts feeling
go
good?
back and forth. Yeah.
She flipped the freak out. Stop it!
Wow.
Right? I'm like, okay, sorry, I didn't realize. I'm like, So then,
Did she have thin hair?
She did have very thin hair.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's it.
Okay, so then she told me to stop that, but that wasn't it. We had a contest in the classroom. She had a big jar of something, okay? And she said, okay, we're going to write down on the slip how many, whatever it was, gumballs or whatever you think is in here. And I think like the winner was going to get ice cream or something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you missed, when I was talking about my second grade teacher made up for all this horrible stuff, but anyway, she had the big, because I talked about it the other day. She had a big jar, and everybody's writing down their number. I write down my number. Just as I write down my number, and I put it on my desk. Knock, knock, knock. It's the art room. And they said, we need to see Carolyn. We think one of these projects is hers. Can she come out in the hall and tell us? So she goes like, go out there, okay? So I go out in the hall. I'm like, yeah, that's mine. Okay. I go back in, and she's like reading off the winner. And she's like, let's say it was 53. And she's like, well, the closest person we have to 53 is, Jerry or whatever. And I go, what is it, Mrs. Holmes, 53? And I grab my piece of paper and I go, I have 53. And she goes, no, you didn't. Did you just write that down? And I said, I just came in from out in the hallway, right? Here. She was always like, and she goes, okay, you win. And she was like real nasty, real nasty about it. And then wait, you haven't heard the best one yet. So then she says, we came in and we had to do some kind of an essay. And there was this girl in my class, her name was Stacy Ciancaruso. Think about that last name. It's an Italian name, Ciancaruso. Yeah. Okay? I'll never forget. So we're sitting, my mother really liked Stacy. When I never forget, she came to the play and she goes, I sat next to Mrs. Ciancaruso. She's nice. I'm like, okay, yeah, she is nice. So, and Stacy, she was a nice kid. She wasn't one of the mean girls. So she says, you got to do this essay. So we had to go to the closet and you had to pick out the lined paper. And there was two kinds. There was one that was green, like all green, and then there was like yellow. It was the same lines. I picked the yellow one by accident. Okay, Stacy Chian-Trusso got the green one. And I'm writing down the essay, and she comes over to the table and she goes, "That's the wrong paper, Carolyn." And I said, "Oh," and she goes, "Stacy Chian-Trusso got the right paper, the green paper. Why can't you be like Stacy Chian-Trusso?" Right? Just like that. She was screaming.
Oh.
And she made me do the entire thing over again. Yep. She was a nutcase. And so and she did stuff like that the whole time. Like she always, and I, even in her school picture,
How dare her?
I have her sitting in the school picture, and she must have only been 23, 24 years old. She was right out. And sitting there with her puss on her face, you know, in the school picture.
Wow.
Yeah. And yeah, she was a trip. And, but then second grade, I said I had like, second grade was like walking into like a dream because the teacher was there. She had blonde hair, pretty blonde hair, and her name was Mrs. Murphy, and she was singing "Getting to Know You." She was singing that whole song. We went in there. Every person's birthday, she must have had. She brought the cupcakes.
I think I did hear you talking about
that. Yeah,
like
that she made up for that witch.
The cake or something.
Yeah, it's a cupcakes, and they all came in with the little pics in them that were so cute back in the day. 333, yeah. But no, I carried that from that first grade teacher for so long.
No, seriously, yes, it can.
She was
Josh
horrendous.
He had a teacher. She was young too. Now, keep in mind, I worked at this school, at this elementary school. I was an aide, and I worked noon duty, so I was there all day. Well, because I worked in the RSP and the SDC classes. So this teacher, she was young as well. And Josh was very studious. He's the one that's the lawyer. I mean, he was always very studious. Well, he came home one day and he was crying, and he wasn't one to cry easy. And I said, "What's going on?" And he said, you know, his teacher was, you know, making him feel, he said, I feel like I can't ask her anything. And when I do, she, you know, like yells at me. And then I feel like I don't want to say anything. Well, parent teacher conference was coming up. So Miss Ingalls was her name, Miss Ingalls. And so anyway, I go into the class and I listen to her spiel. And so I said, you know, Josh isn't one to really ever say anything, but he came home crying the other day. Mm-hmm. What? Well, I said, when you make a kid feel like they can't come to you or ask you a question, or you make them feel like they're stupid, I said, this can hurt a kid for life.
Right.
I said, because I've gone through this myself and I don't appreciate it. And if I have to get him into another class, I will, because I will not let you destroy his mind at this young of an age. I said, do we understand each other? Now, keep in mind, I work with all these people.
Right.
I said, do I make myself clear? She started to cry. And I said, I won't let you do it to him, Laura. I won't.
Right.
After that, he went back and he was scared to death after that. He goes, "Oh, Mom, no."
Right, I know. Don't do that. Don't call them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, no, I am not going to keep my mouth shut when I know she's doing this to you. Because I knew firsthand what that felt like.
Right.
And so she went back and she was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, thank God, with him. And then Jeremy, you know, because knowing the principal, you know, and I worked with him, well, he went over to be the principal at the high school because it was a junior high school. Well, Jeremy was walking to school one day, and this guy that he knew, he said something, and there was a thing back in the day. I don't know if anyone knows what it was, but they would say, "Yo mama." Well, he said that to Jeremy. Well, Jeremy let him have it. And he goes, "Don't you ever talk about my mother." Well, he wasn't saying exactly me, but he said, "Yo mama." And so Mr. Real, that was the principal, he goes, "Davida," he goes, "I'm going to have to send Jeremy home. got into a fight. And I said, well, who started it? And he goes, from what I'm hearing, and he told me the story and all that. And I said, well, you know what? I said, you can send him home, but he's not going to get in trouble. I said, because I've always told my kids, because keep in mind, I was bullied as a kid.
Right.
I mean, and when I say bullied, I don't mean that lightly. I mean, it was horrendous when I was a kid. But I have to look back at it now and thank them, because when they did this to me, it made me who I am today. Now, I don't know if that's a great thing or not now that I think about it. But I mean, but they did. And because it was either, are you going to lay down and let them kick you? Or are you going to get up and take care of business? I mean, it's one or the other, And so anyway, I told him, I said, you can send him home, but he's not going to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I said, because I've always told, now again, this is way back in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like it is now. But I told Mr. Real, I told my kids, don't ever start anything. You are always for the underdog. If you see someone being picked on, you go to their defense. You don't be a part of it. And I said, but if anyone ever comes to you and starts something, you finish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I told the principal. I said, that's exactly how I feel. And, so he had to come home, but he didn't get in trouble. And he would, if he was sitting here right now, he'd tell you that's exactly, what I did. But he was more of my fighter. He's more like I am.
Yeah.
Jason was too, actually. Well, Tanya was too. But Josh and Daisha.
So were the other two.
And
yeah.
They weren't. Yeah, here goes.
I guess everyone was. All right.
Well, they all were fine. But Tanya was and Jeremy was. Jason, he was early on, but then a confrontation that he had one time that taught him that, when he was in college, you better look out. And so he calmed way down.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's exactly how I felt. And I would tell the teachers, I didn't care who it was. I would tell them exactly what I thought. And for Josh to come home and be scared to say anything, I thought, God, that is not right to put a kid, make them feel like they can't ask a question. What the heck are you there for, you idiot?
Yeah. So
Teacher, what does that mean? Teacher.
But I told that story, and then I got emails from people, and I felt better, and that was closure for me.
Good for you.
Because otherwise, like, my daughter would be like, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm just taking a look to see if she's on Facebook yet or something. Mom, what are you going to do if you find her? I'm going to just tell her what she did. Yeah. But then really, then once I told everybody, just like I told you, it was like out there. And then people said, well, you think that was bad? You know what happened to me? And I said, well, it could have been much worse. And I got that out there, and I'm the person I am today. And then I got a really nice second grade teacher and nice teachers throughout. And it was just that wacko. She was a wacko.
Yeah. And that one wacko, though, look, for you, and then, Miss Petrick with me. Mm-hmm. It's that one wacko that can really, screw you up in the head.
Yeah.
And that's why I got so adamant with Ingalls about Joshua. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like, this isn't going to happen on my dime.
No.
I know what that's like. So don't be a teacher. Go work at Hobby Lobby, work in the fabric department.
But it was hard for me too. I don't know if I ever explained to her. I just thought she won't understand about one is the loneliest number. She won't understand.
Yeah.
And I would write
Tammy?
it so light.
Well,
she would always say it. She would always say it.
Yes, I'm still here.
Did you ever have a teacher like that, Tammy?
No, I was lucky. I had really good teachers.
God bless you.
People in the chat, I think they said they've had some bad teachers.
They had some bad ones too.
Yeah.
That makes
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I did have one in high school.
You did?
Yeah, she called me a moron in front of the class, and I got up and left, and the rest of the class went with me. So,
oh my
she
God.
did?
My parents said I got the class on straight.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You got up and left. What did your parents do when they heard that?
My dad was pretty upset. He went in and reamed her right in front of the principal.
Good. Come on, think about that think about that for a minute. A teacher is calling a student a moron. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Oh, well, there were, like, when Ray was in school, there was, one day I went in, they said, what happened to the third grade teacher? And it wasn't my kid's teacher, but, oh, they had to put her, because, like, here they have tenure, right? So they don't get rid of them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
what happened? And they had to take her out of they got somebody else to replace. Well, they're putting her in remedial math. Why is that? Well, she took a little girl in the school, and she called her a little whore because she was wearing a shirt that, like, it wasn't even that. But she goes, "What are you doing? That's what a little whore wears."
Oh
And
my God.
they took her out of the third grade, and they said
my
she's
Lord.
just not too good dealing with little girls. That was the third grade. Yeah, that's what she told
I
her.
would have went nuts. I would have went nuts on
That's
her.
I
my
came in.
God.
I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, she's gone from the third grade. They got a new one in there." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
That's
But they put her
awful.
in remedial math.
Oh,
Oh my
my head
gosh.
is spinning right now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your daughter coming home
No.
at that age and telling you that?
Nope.
I would have flown into
I know.
that
Yeah, I
room.
know.
Oh my God. Then I would have been in jail. That would have been the end of me, and I wouldn't be doing yeah, that would be the end of me right there. That's awful. Can you imagine how that
Yes.
might have scarred that little girl?
Yeah, and she pushed her in a desk too, or something. There was something like she pushed her like that lady pushed me, like in the desk up against the wall, or something like that. It was like it was a compound issue. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I remember my mother telling me that when she went to Catholic school, but she would always say that the nuns were so mean, and they would tell them to hold their hands out.
Oh yeah.
I never quite
No.
understood that.
Well,
really, to be
listen,
honest
my
with you.
brothers went to Catholic school. I told you my mother went in and smacked a nun.
Oh, you good going, Mom.
So that's to
Oh,
tell
man,
you.
I
That
like
should
your
tell you.
mother.
Yeah, because my
I
brother
like
knew
her.
he had eyeglasses, right? And the nuns said, "Take off your eyeglasses so I can smack you across the face."
Oh God.
So
oh,
yeah, that's how they were.
God.
So then he
Oh.
left his glasses there. So my mother was picking them up, and my brother was like, he was a little mischievous, but he had like good for. So he told his friend, like, don't ever say anything to my mother. My mother's Looney Tunes. Like, she'll go wacko. Okay, so my mother's driving the big station wagon, and then she goes, "Stephen, where are your glasses?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know, Mom," because he knew then, right, that he left him at the
Yeah.
door. So then his friend goes, "Well, you know where they are, Stephen. The nun told you to take them off so she could smack you across the face." My mother jams the brakes on. She says, "What?" Right? Smack you. Oh, really? Okay, my brother's like, "Oh gosh, why?" I forget what his friend was like. After his Greg went, "Why did you tell her?" Looney Tunes, right? So he goes, dun, 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 just driving the car back.
Yeah.
In there, and she goes, like, "Sister Mary Margaret," whatever her name was, "Did you smack him?" And then my mother looked. Oh, that was the other thing. He had a red mark. She said it was all across his face, her whole handprint. And she goes, "Oh my gosh!" And he was like hiding it, like, so he must have been doing the, "Hi, Mom, how you doing?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So then she goes, "Let me see your face." Oh my gosh, it was so bad. She said. So then she's like, "Oh my gosh, she must have hauled off and hit this kid so hard
to leave that kind of mark.
And she's like, "How long ago did she smack you?" And he was like, 2 hours, whatever. It was a long time ago. So she goes flying in there, and she's like, "Do you know how hard you smacked him? He's got a..." Oh, and she must have said, like, I didn't say. My mother was, "Let me show you." And my mother smacked her across the face.
Good for her.
Okay, and said,
Oh
"Don't
man, I
ever
would
touch
be right
my
there
son.
with her.
Don't
Smack
ever
her again.
Don't ever touch him again." And she grabbed his glasses and got in the car and left.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they used to have, I don't know back east if they did, but here they had corporal punishment where, the principal would be allowed to
Not where
give
we
them
live.
wax.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay. And I wrote on there, absolutely not.
Right.
No one is going to touch my kids.
Right.
Nobody,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think so. Oh,
Right.
good for your mom. Man, I would have been right there. Ooh, I would have
So that's what I'm saying. So can you imagine? Yeah, like my mother's, that was.
Can you imagine? I mean, seriously.
Right. Yeah. Because I think she said, like, "You know how hard?" No, I didn't. no, you left him so hard, you know. And she's like, I must be like this, and then I think then
Oh, I
I think
love
that's
that.
when after that, because after that I don't think they went to well, yeah, then they moved. My oldest brother stayed in Catholic school. He went to Catholic university, everything, all the way through law school.
But why do they put your hands out and smack them? I don't get that.
I don't know. I never had to go to Catholic
With the
school.
ruler.
Yeah, that's how they discipline. I never had to go to that. I never had that. Yeah, only my oldest two brothers. My third one only went like 1 or 2 years. But yeah, it's
Yeah, I just don't quite get that. But that's what she said they used to do.
yeah. That and Jimmy went there. He got hit all the time. Catholic school for like till 4th grade or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts. You know what I think? Maybe sometimes the nuns are just frustrated, old women.
Maybe, yeah.
So they want to smack. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just I never had to go there, so
Oh,
yeah.
it's
No,
awful.
yeah. And my daughter's
Well, anyway, I know you're getting
schools.
tired. So what's everyone
Yeah,
doing now
yeah.
tomorrow? You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, tomorrow I don't tomorrow's Friday. All day I thought today was Friday. So what did I have to do? I have to my printer is finally coming, Jimmy said Friday.
Oh,
So
thank goodness.
oh yes. So I've got
Now, wait a
that.
minute. Is the one you put the ink in?
I think so. Jimmy said it's a really nice one, but I told him what I do with it, that I want to do some Cricut stuff with it and just regular stuff. So yeah, I think it's you put the ink in it, of course, yeah.
And it's an Epson.
It's an Epson. It's
Okay.
yeah. So that's coming, and hopefully, and I've got it. I was supposed to have some kind of a, I don't even know what it is. It just said, "Hope everybody's ready with this thing for Friday." And I'm like, she's like, "Let me know if anyone needs an extension." I didn't even know what it was, and I go, "I could use an extension." And she's like, "Okay, how about till Wednesday?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't even know what it is yet. I know I have a book tour, and I have to check on that one."
Oh, it's someone that you're doing a.
Yeah, the blog, sub-blog stuff.
Okay.
No, like
so
a company.
you're still way up there in your blogs. You're doing the blogs all the time.
Well, no, I just went back to it because I felt bad that I went through my mail. I'm like, crap, I'm missing a lot of stuff here.
Oh,
And so then I did a few things, put a couple of sponsored posts on there, and then I signed up for these blog tours that I have a little, and then there's some other thing, I don't know what it is, that was supposed to be due tomorrow, but she's giving me an extension. I don't know what the heck it is.
cool.
And then yeah, so I now a little bit there. So, but yeah.
Did I tell you I ordered two not personal, well, I guess it's personal, I don't know, photo diamond paintings? Did I tell you I ordered two?
No.
Yeah, I ordered two. I did of the girls. I did baby pictures, a baby picture of Daisha and a baby picture of Tanya, and I'm going to start out with them.
Mhm.
So I should be getting those in a couple of weeks. So I'm kind of curious to see what that's going to
Where'd
be
you
all
order
about.
them from?
Well, I don't remember the
Oh.
name. I'll have to give it to you once I get it. It's something that comes on Facebook all the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
big?
if it's
Are
the
they
one that
small?
Nana Patty got or not.
You didn't get them too big, did you?
No, I
Oh.
got, I think I actually got a square one, 12 by 12, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I got. Yeah, I know. No, not big. Because I'm going to do all 5 of the kids, in their first year. I think each of them were a year old, actually.
Yeah.
But I blew them up, So, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to see how that goes. What are you doing tomorrow, Tammy?
Oh gosh, I gotta go to the post office. I have a meeting with my attorney at 11, and then I gotta do some grocery shopping.
Oh, okay. Grocery shopping.
Bunch of
Mhm.
Ugh. And everyone in chat, you're going to be doing your thing.
Yeah. And hopefully Scooter's not doing her thing too much.
I hope not.
Oh my
Poor
gosh.
thing.
Poor
That's
thing.
awful.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a stint now I'm gonna go take a stint in the massage chair, and then
You
I'm gonna
lucky
go
duck.
to bed. I never watched. Maybe I'll throw on Sister Wives.
Oh my gosh, you guys, listen to me.
What?
Everybody that watched Sister Wives at all.
Why? It's good.
Oh
Yes?
my God, Maron.
Should I watch
is
it?
the best. Oh my gosh, it is crazy.
Wait, this is the sister wives. Last one, not the tell-all.
Not the tell-all.
Okay.
I can't even imagine what that tell-all is going to look like.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
gonna
even
now. I'm
imagine
gonna
it.
go watch
I
it.
gotta tell you one thing. I gotta tell you one
Don't
thing.
spoil it. Okay.
No, I'm not.
All right.
But I gotta tell you one thing that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I never cared for Cody too much. I mean, come see, come saw. He was all right, whatever.
Yeah, he's full of
I cannot
himself.
stand him now. I'm gonna tell you the one thing. His daughter Gwendolyn, which is Christine and him, the daughter, the one that had the bad scoliosis.
No, I didn't know what
Yeah, I
happened
was
to her.
scheduling the surgery.
Okay, yes. And he said to her, he's such an idiot.
I know, I couldn't believe he said that either.
Can you believe that? So he says, Christine said, we've got to get this done. She's in terrible pain. Well, he never stays over at Christine's house because of, icks. And so he doesn't see the dire pain this little girl's in. Well, she's 16, 17, whatever. I don't care. So anyway, Christine said, we have to take her to New York.
Mm-hmm.
It's New York, right, Tammy?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
New York.
So he says, in the end, are you ready for this? Now keep in mind, she's still a teenager, a girl, scared to death, in pain. He goes, well, can she go alone? Can she go alone? As he's at the house with Robin's kids all the time.
Why he won't go to Christine's house?
Well, I mean, he would see them,
Whose house does he stay in?
Huh?
Whose house does he stay in?
Robin.
Why?
Because Robin's the one he wants to be with.
But that's not right. Do the others
No,
want
it's
him?
not.
Wait, do the others want him there?
Well, yeah, Mary does. Well, yeah, they do. Because
But then
Janelle
why?
does,
That's
Mary
not
does.
fair. But that's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not. Like Mary said, is he going to pick and choose which wife after he made this
But I
commitment?
thought they have a schedule.
Well, not anymore. They don't.
Really?
Yeah, no joke.
Why does he
So,
pick Robin?
yeah.
Because she has the youngest kids?
I don't know what the deal is. But you can tell a complete difference with him. I mean, his demeanor, the way that he'll hug her. The other ones, with Janelle, he pats her like she's his mother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Robin, I mean, you can see a big, it's very obvious. It's very obvious. And so, yeah, it's good. It's very good. You got to watch it because I can't even imagine.
Because she's the...
Tammy, you saw it. Can you imagine a tell-all now?
Wow.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
I know
it
that.
will.
'Cause you could just see in that poor girl's face, she was just
Oh,
devastated.
she started to cry. My heart went out to her. I thought, don't do it. Carolyn, so help me God.
She did it. Kubi did it. She put the biting hands in the chat.
No, I'm telling you, okay, I'm telling you right now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bite your hand.
She did it in the chat.
I can't
I'm gonna
stand
wear
it.
I'm gonna
Drives
wear
me
gloves
nuts.
around you, like rubber gloves around you.
Oh,
That might
I think
entice
I'm
you.
kidding. I'm not.
Wear rubber gloves.
All right, you wear your rubber gloves.
I'll wear boxing
I can
gloves.
take that off easy. All right. Well,
I don't
it was
understand
nice
how
chatting
that's
with you.
enticing. I really don't get
It
it.
is. I don't know. It
Oh,
just
boy.
is. It's like when
all your
people pinch
life?
teats.
Was it all your life?
Yes. Well, since I had my kids.
Really? And you just
Yeah.
couldn't stop then?
My kids, my grandkids, they all know Crank. All of them.
Does
Every one
Everly
of
go
them.
like this? Hi, Grams.
Yeah. No, because
No.
she'll look at me and she goes, oh, hello. And she'll put her hand. I go, don't do it, Everly. Don't do it. And she starts laughing. And she goes, Everly, don't do it.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah, it's just my weird fetish.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's weird, I know.
All right. Well, God bless.
Okay.
Prayers for all that need them. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you guys for
Bye,
coming
Tammy.
on.
Bye, Carolyn. Bye, everybody.
Everybody.
Love ya.
Love ya.